this card that I found yesterday, I didn't think was a real card. And I said, since when does a trainer look like this on a Pokemon card?
My Lanta!
I know. I'm like, when the fuck did we get a trainer with fat mommy milkers like this? This card is on the very, very back page of the binder where there are about 20 pages of empty pages. So this is tucked away in the back so that kids and shit don't see it. I even asked the guy, like the guys I know at the shop, I said, is this a real card? And they said, yeah, it's a real card. And I asked them, I said, what set is this from? And why is this a thing? Because I would tell you this right now, you will never see that card in English, ever. Welcome back to another episode of the Rabbit Hole Protocol. We are back again for another episode. It's been a while, and it's my fault. It's been a while. It is 100% my fault that there isn't an episode for several reasons. There was two that I was working on editing. One because it's been before Blake's wedding since we were. It was after. We recorded after, but we lost that because my NVIDIA update destroyed my boot files from my computer, and I had to clean wipe my PC and re-download Windows 11 so that I could use my computer again. And in order to do that,
last episode actually recorded like around Christmas time?
No. One of them was about. No, we already
share with the rest of the class.
We did one for Christmas that was done. There was like two after that, and then there was an episode of Mass Hysteria that we did, which is now gone. And then there was the other episode that we recorded, which is related.
It's only been a month.
There's an episode we recorded that's kind of related to the topic that we're going to talk about today. But it's a good thing that the topic we're talking about today has a lot of new developments in it that we could still talk about to keep it fresh. And that topic is Pokemon. More specifically,
in other words, Brock's problem.
My problem, as you can see, I have Pikachus. I have a 30th anniversary Pikachu. I have Excavator Pikachu that I got at the Chicago Field Museum during the Pokemon Fossil event. And I have a Charizard Super Premium Collection box that I will not open, mostly because I like the box and I don't, some things I just keep sealed, which this is the only sealed product I have. I have no product that I buy and keep sealed because I'm not a moron. I'm not saying that you guys that collect sealed product are morons. I'm just not. I'm not into the investment side of it like that, which is why Pokemon right now is at the state that it's in. And it's more than just Pokemon. One Piece is like this. Lorcana is becoming like this, which is a Disney version of Magic. Magic, surprisingly, is not like this. And I think I know why. Magic is like, well, it depends on what the set is. I know the Lord of the Rings one kind of got crazy.
Well, they're less collectorist.
I forgot about.
And I am stoked, dude.
I forgot.
You want less of a collector community, though. They actually use them to play.
No.
I said less of a collector community.
It's less. I think it's less scalping, more actual fans of Magic.
Yeah, like I would say more people that actually play.
The other thing about Magic is the collector side of Magic the Gathering is a lot quieter than the Pokemon community.
Yeah.
Because like usually people that collect those, they're also playing Magic too.
Yeah.
A lot of, I would say the majority of people that collect Pokemon cards aren't fucking playing Pokemon.
No.
I also think part of it, two things. One, I think part of it is Magic to me is more attractive to older people than Pokemon is. I feel like Pokemon has a huge grip on younger kids, and as they grow older,
dog. What you trying to fucking say, dog?
I'm saying you're a child.
You're a child. That's what we're saying.
No,
Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Rabbit Hole Protocol.
We're gone. No, it's just I think it has a bigger fan base because people get into it when they're younger and stay with it, or versus like people that get into Magic. I feel like you get into Magic kind of like in those teen years, or like for me, I just got into it 6 months ago, as a grown ass man. I don't think too many kids get into Magic the Gathering because it's darker.
It's
There's-
harder.
I feel like a little bit more rule. Yeah, it's a lot harder. It takes a lot more to understand. I tried to get my son into Magic, and he was like, "These look cool," but
I don't understand it.
what's going on? And I'm like, you're right. Let's wait a couple years and we'll play Magic.
See, you gotta get your
I think
lands.
that's why Power World probably is more popular
your lands out. Your lands charge your mana, and you come out tapped, and then you tap mana to get this thing to do this thing, or to put this creature out to do this. It's a whole bunch of extra stuff that you don't have to do in Pokemon.
I think that's why Power World is more popular too.
And
we are gonna
Power World's TCG launches this week or next week.
No, I think it already came out.
I didn't. They're having tabletop.
They're having a card game
well,
too.
they have a trading cards.
I might get some just because it sounds fun.
From how it sounds, the Power World TCG plays a lot like the One Piece TCG does, and if that's true, then Power World's TCG could end up being pretty good. I haven't played One Piece yet. I don't have any interest in One Piece, but from what I've been told by people that play TCG, which is trading card game for those that don't know what that means. Apparently, the One Piece trading card game is one of the better trading card games out there. It plays pretty good. I don't know how it plays.
It came out yesterday.
Okay, so it did just come out.
I heard it's very Gooner.
Oh my god, the
Very Gooner guy.
The 1.0 update introduced this cat character, and it is 100% a Gooner character. 100%.
Which one?
What is it for One Piece? One Piece
Which
TCG.
one?
I need to see this. I haven't actually seen
I think her name is Akira, maybe. I don't know. She's a cat. She's a cat with thick thighs and ass.
Sekma? Does she look like she's Egyptian?
Yeah.
Sekma.
Okay.
What the hell is this? What is
And then
this?
there's Lavander too. Lavander was in there previously.
Is it?
They've actually made mods where they basically turned them into furries with giant boobs.
Sekhmet, yeah. Let me go.
Most of them don't look that bad, at least
Here, let me
from
go.
what I'm seeing. Oh, nope. I get it now. I see it now. I just had to scroll down half the page and there. Yep, there they are.
Half the page. And like she does this. It's funny because I showed Alicia this pal, 'cause she's played Pal World. She's like, I like the dance that she does, which is fun. It is a fun dance because she'll fuck shit up and then immediately start dancing all like that and stuff. It's kind of funny, but it is 100% Gooner character. Like, dudes are strangle baiting to this shit.
Yeah, the furry community is probably very, very big on it. Like I said, they've already got mods where they give them giant tits.
You're gonna see. I'm sure they did. That didn't take long at all.
It didn't at all.
Blake
Never does.
Blake had this look on his face like he saw someone get their head blown off.
I was looking at your camera and the red dot, is that a light on your headset?
Yeah.
It looked like, when you get glare, like in a window or something, and it's just floating there.
Yeah.
It looked like that on my screen, and I was like, that needs to go away now. And then you turn your head and the perspective came in. I'm like, oh, it's your headset. But when you were like kind of, just like that, it looked like glare to me, floating around.
Oh my God. I'm glad I stopped sharing my screen when I scrolled farther down.
Bad.
Well, they're basically Sekhmet is wearing the thinnest bikini ever, and it's barely covering her nips, and they gave her giant boobies.
Yeah, here, I'll show. This has both of them in there. It has the Lavander character on the right as well.
What did you just share?
Good God.
A picture of basically both of them.
The Pal World.
Wait. Pal World embraces suggestive fan mods for pals like Segment. Lavander, dude, Lavander is such a weird character.
Yeah. It's a very flirtatious character.
Yeah, isn't it she the one that comes after you and tries to sexually assault you?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, her name is Lavander.
I know. Anyway, but the state of the TCG, like such as Pokemon, is riddled with scalping. Other hobbies are getting riddled with scalpers. Beyblade came back. That's being riddled with scalping, which to me, Beyblade. Beyblade, let it rip. You know, but like it's such a weird thing, and I know people are gonna be like, "You got that off Papa Meat." Yes, the scalping part I didn't find out until Papa Meat, but I knew about Beyblade coming back for about a month or two because my local card shop has a Beyblade tournament next week, and
which is wild to me.
And I even went in and I said, "Hey, did you guys get any new Pokemon?" And they said, "No, but we do have Beyblade. You want some Beyblade?" I said, "No, I don't want to play
talking about
Beyblade."
I want to go to my local shop and see if it's starting to get in there. Just because I'm curious. Like if Beyblade is really making this big of a comeback, which by the way, when it comes to the idea of scalpers and Beyblade, it doesn't make sense to me because like I get it with cards because there's only so many printed. But from my understanding of Beyblade, you can get damn near anything or build your own.
It's the build.
What are we scalping?
They're building the mod kits. Apparently, they're scalping that. So you can get mod kits for your Beyblade, which they're tops. Let's be honest, they're just fucking tops. They're the shit that our grandparents used to play with. Yeah, they will shred you. But it's the mod kits that you add to these Beyblades. That's getting scalped because you can't just buy them in the store. They're pretty niche things that game stores typically will carry. And they're or you can get them online. And these scalpers know that people in order to be competitive in Beyblade, which I don't really get, but in order to be competitive in Beyblade, sorry Beyblade fans. No, I'm not. You need these mods to make your Beyblade better and win all the time. And these scalpers will get those and resell them at a markup. But it's not like how Pokemon is. Pokemon it's scalped the way it is because of the value of the cards. And that's why these recent sets and I'm telling you right now, and I think it's September, which is next month, the 30th anniversary for Pokemon is coming out. And we're going to talk about that too, because GameStop is selling them and they marked them up 200%.
Wait, Blake, you're younger than Pokemon.
That's fine.
So
that's okay.
To give you an example.
Oh, of course it's okay for you.
So
we just feel old.
To give you an example, right? So they also did something different where the Pokemon packs, the booster packs, have two different types of packs now. There's the regular packs and then there's the collection packs, which have, I think, 5 cards in them versus the 11 standard cards. And every card is a hit. It's or like a rare or full art or something. And every pack has a Pikachu in it.
How much is that?
Okay, so you can only get them in these things called ultra premium collections. So there's 2 ultra premium collections. There's a night one and a day one. Each one comes with a promo card, which the night one is a promo Umbreon and the day one is a promo Espeon. And they have, they're in a window with an Eevee and there's a 30th in the sky. And it comes with, I think, 30 packs of cards or something like that.
Okay.
That one at retail is supposed to be $175. GameStop priced them at $600. Yeah.
Dog.
The ETBs.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah. And in order to get this, you had to put half down, which was $300, which is over 100% markup just to put the down payment on this to secure one.
That's insane.
I know. The ETBs we're going for I think $300 something. An elite trainer box comes with 1 promo and 10 packs. It's smaller. The promo is a Mew.
Yeah.
And that retail is going for $70. And they marked it up to 300 something.
It's crazy.
It is super crazy.
I'm sure it's still scalped as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, absolutely, because they make so much
because they sold
money
out.
off the card.
They sold out. Their argument was that it was their way of ensuring that scalpers didn't get the product, because if scalpers got it, then it would be harder to resell it to get their money back. But what they did was they basically created a market bump by now.
Yeah,
now you made them worth more on the market.
I don't know how they wouldn't see that. Like
they've since, and it's funny because when they did this, they then raised the prices after.
Mhm.
And then Nintendo had to step in and say, "Hey, so you're going to reduce that." And they did. They reduced the prices. We'll talk about that also.
I wonder how many GameStop employees
They hate it.
No, I mean, just kind of been taking these for themselves.
Not many, because I don't think GameStop lets them. GameStop kind
of. Well, neither do delivery drivers for mail, but that doesn't stop them.
Dude, I mean, let me tell you something. Speaking of delivery drivers, our local Walmart and our local Target had to change how they did the procedures for getting Pokemon deliveries, because they found someone was putting AirTags, Apple AirTags and GPS trackers on the delivery trucks to find out where they were and beat them to a restock, because the restocks aren't ever really made public. So they would always know when there was a restock. And most of these retailers do not put, I mean, they put a limit, but the thing that they usually do is if the Pokemon is not behind customer service, it's very common for these scalpers and resellers to go and grab everything and hide them throughout the store.
And then just come back
or send somebody in
every time.
or send somebody in. Sam's Club also,
blows my mind.
Sam's Club had a release that just happened where if you had, for every Sam's Club premium account that you had, you could get 2 of these like first fighter boxes, which they were Ascended Heroes boxes that came with, I think it was like 20 packs or something, and a bunch of promos. Big box. There was a limit 2 per premium account, and people were making multiple accounts, and Sam's Club was letting them buy it because technically it's a separate account.
Yeah.
So they were allowed to buy 10, 20 of these fucking boxes and leave with them. And Sam's Club does nothing about it. And then there was also free cancellation on those accounts. So
I did see that. I saw that article.
So people were making these accounts, all these accounts, and then canceling them to getting refunded.
You know where I sit here and I go, I just don't get it. But I just had a memory pop up of something I did not too long ago. Okay.
You're a scalper.
Do y'all remember?
I'm just kidding. I was going to say the same thing.
I kind of felt like one. Bushlight Apple and Keystone Apple. Every time I went to the grocery store, I would buy a pack or 2. And I had a point where I had, I think, 8 to 10 cases just in my garage, just sitting up against the wall, and was just stacking them because I'm like, I love this beer so much. The difference is I'm consuming it and drinking it over time. I still have 2 cases of it left. And I'm not going to get any monetary value for having it. But I also am like, if you're getting them for the love of the game to rip packs and collect, okay, whatever. You do you, boo-boo. But doing it to be like, I'm going to make so much fucking cash. What I want to know the percentage of people that scalp. I want to know the percentage of people that scalp and go fucking broke, bankrupt, max out credit cards, can't pay them back because they just keep buying packs, thinking all they need is that one card to sell and it's going to change their life. Because it gets to a point, you've spent so much money, you're not making your money back.
What they do is they try to get all the sealed product as fast as they can so that the supply cannot meet the demand. But they have
and sell it on eBay?
Not even just on eBay, but they go to card shows and trade shows.
Oh.
And then you have card shops that do it. Mine thankfully does not. My card shop is. I even asked him this. I said, "Where do you get your Pokemon from?" And he said he gets it from Pokemon Distro, which is why for new shit that comes out, he sells it just above retail. He doesn't even sell it at market. Now the older stuff, depending on what it is, he will sell that at market. You kind of have to, because he's not getting that from Distro. Depending on what it is, he's not getting that from Distro, and he marks it up. He usually gets them from like a third party. But the new stuff, and he doesn't buy certain sealed product from people. If it's an in rotation or in print product, like right now we have Perfect Order, Chaos Rising, Pitch Black. Those are the 3 sets that are currently new and in print right now. He will not buy sealed product from them because he gets it from Distro. And he knows that they're going to try to sell it to him at a crazy price that he's going to have to try to make up. Other card shops can't get it from Distro. So what they do is they get it from a third-party wholesaler or whatever at a market price, and then they have to mark it up again to even make a profit off of it, to the point where it's not even affordable anymore. So people just won't buy. But there are people that will buy, unfortunately, because that's the only place they can get shit.
This isn't the first time that we've had scalpers in our time.
No.
We've had scalpers since the military. The people do it with nicotine all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, that's a little different when you're smarter to take out more than you need, and
Same
everybody
concept.
else is too dumb to bring enough logs of Copenhagen Sins vaping cigarettes.
But
It's
there are
kind of
people
on
that
you
don't
for not
even do
bringing enough.
nicotine that will do it. And
I know,
just
because
use it
they're
as a
smart.
profit.
They're not buying out the PX here. You know what I mean? They're just taking enough to supply the guys that don't think to bring enough, or think that, oh, I've only been going through 1 can a day, I'll be fine. When you go to the field, your math should up. You're going through 1.5 cans to 2 a day because you fucking hate your life and you're up for 18 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the same concept though. Like the ones that will buy out if it's the same person that buys out the supply on ship, and then they start reselling it to people on ship, they're like, I got that first, bitch.
In Italy, it was like that too, because you had all of the dip that would come in. Now, I chewed Red Man, and no one was buying that. No one was buying Red Man. I was the only one. So I could get, and it was cheap. It was $4 a bag. So I would get 4 of these fucking things, especially if I knew I was going like to Eastern, like if I was going to Ukraine or wherever, or to the field, I'd get a bunch. And
it lasts for a while because it's huge.
Yeah.
Giant bag.
Not even just that, but no one else is going to want it except me.
Yeah.
So I would get it. But when I saw we called it the Great Depression, because customs would often hold the tobacco, and you didn't need a ration card. You had to have a ration card overseas to buy cigarettes, but you did not need one for dip. So people would buy logs and logs of Copenhagen, and you could tell that people preferred one over the other because Copenhagen would always be gone, and then slowly but surely Skull would be gone, and then slowly but surely Grizzly would be gone, and the only thing that would be left would be Snooze.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely the snooze would start to go away because people were desperate. And it got to the point where the PX made a rule. It was 1 log per person, per ID. So because they'd hoover all of it off the shelves. Like one guy would come in and just buy all the Copenhagen. So getting Copenhagen.
That's how it was for us in Italy too. Like the little tiny PX, they only got so many shipments in a day. And all the grunts would run over and try to buy all the fucking Copenhagen. And they're like, no, you can have. It got to a point, I think we were only allowed 2 cans a person. And it was like, what?
It was more, dude. It was, and on our base, it was less than a shipment a day. They would get a shipment every month. So,
really?
Oh yeah.
I think ours wasn't daily. I think it was like every 2 weeks.
And then
they would get
during the Great Depression. We called it the Great Depression. The customs held our tobacco for several months, so there was no dip on base anywhere. And if you went to Germany, they had it. So everyone was
Mhm.
praying for a rotation to Germany so that people could buy dip. Because you couldn't just go out in the economy and buy it because they don't sell that shit out there.
Yeah.
They don't dip in Italy. That's an us thing.
It's disgusting to them. They're like,
Oh,
how
they're
dare you?
horrified by it.
Could you?
Well,
Like
Yeah,
you just spit on the ground? Disgusting. You gross American. Yeah, we spit on the ground.
It's the ground.
So to get back on topic, have you guys seen what the Pokemon company is doing to combat scalpers
No.
in Japan?
Are you talking about the facial recognition?
Mhm.
So there's several things, because if you think the scalping problem in the US is bad, it's worse in Japan. Way worse. Don't know why. And it's oddly enough, I found this out. Japanese Pokemon product in Japan is more expensive than Japanese product in the US. It's
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I think it's because so how it works in Japan is their booster boxes are smaller. They have the same number of booster packs, but their booster packs have less cards. Our packs have 11 cards, 11 or 15. I can't remember what it is.
Don't we get packs, or don't they get stuff that we actually don't get at all?
Sometimes, yes. Depends on the promo, whatever it is. But English also gets things that they can't get. So the two sought after sets are English and Japanese. Japanese cards, funny enough, are less valuable than English ones, and the reason why is quality control. Quality control on Japanese cards is way higher. They're almost, and we'll talk about grading. I know we've talked about grading before, but we'll talk about it again. When it comes to grading,
The audience doesn't know that.
the audience doesn't know that. No. So when it comes to grading a card, you send it into a grading company, which is typically PSA, TAG, CGC, all these. These are grading companies. And the higher the grade the card gets, the more valuable it is. Japanese
Pretty much
cards.
PSA.
Fuck PSA. We'll get into that too. Japanese cards have higher standard for their quality control. Therefore, their cards are almost always 10s.
Because Japan's just better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more strict. Also, when it comes to their odds on their booster packs, like if you get a booster box, it shows you the odds of getting what rarity on the box. English doesn't have that. And
Interesting.
In each Japanese booster box, you are guaranteed to get several hits in that box. And it's just
because it's not gambling.
You're guaranteed to get one of each rarity in that box.
It's probably because of the strict rules around gambling.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's the rules around gambling that make it to where you have to show the odds and you have to have guaranteed this number of hits of each rarity in each box. Now, how it is in the US, every English pack has more cards, but it also has a guaranteed rare card in it. Now, what kind of rare card? That's the one that's not guaranteed. Because you have regular rare, which is like your holographic. You have illustration rare, which is a full art. Then you have your special illustration rare, which is a specialized full art card. And then you have a hyper rare, which is the gold cards. Every pack guaranteed has a rare in it. So you will for sure get you are guaranteed to get a holographic card of some kind in that pack. You're not guaranteed to get an ultra rare. Well, oh yeah, I forgot ultra rares. So you have your rares, your ultra rares, illustration rares, special illustration rares, and hyper rare. Ultra rares are like your EX cards. They're good playable cards, such as, for those that play Pokemon, you know what I'm talking about. For those that don't, for example, this Charizard right here. This Charizard card is considered an ultra rare because it's an EX. EX cards are considered ultra rares. Ultra rares. Or double rares, whatever you want to call it. Each pack guaranteed has one rare, which could be a regular holographic card like this one. This is a regular rare. This is just a holographic rare card. Then you get 2 reverse holo cards, which that could be either uncommon, common, or sometimes a rare. Blah, blah, blah. So we have more cards. We guaranteed have a rare. Japanese packs do not have a guaranteed rare in each pack. They come with 5 they come with 5 cards, and more often than not, you will not pull a holographic rare card out of it.
Interesting.
because that goes into the rarity of the box, not the rarity of the pack. Like this, that's just how it works. But Japan has a huge scalping problem too. You cannot get Pokemon at all in Japan. And it's gotten so bad that the government stepped in and said that only people that were that had a Japanese ID card, that were Japanese citizens, could buy. They're trying to make it like this to where people who are Japanese citizens can buy Pokemon. And then now they're starting to bring in a thing where, and this is one of the articles, and it's facial recognition to purchase Pokemon. And this was posted.
Did you see the store itself has been closed for like 6 months?
Which store? Pokemon Center?
The main store, because there was a stabbing in like January or February there. I think so.
Was it Japan or New York? Because there is one in New York.
I think it was Japan. I mean, we can Google it, but I know it was like the main Pokemon Center store or whatever that just recently reopened. Because of the stabbing.
So PokeBeach has this article, and this is from a day ago. The Pokemon Company has announced that Japan's official Pokemon card store locations will begin using facial recognition to enforce store entry and purchase limits. The card store locations are the company's smaller TCG-focused stores that are separate from the Pokemon Center locations. Now, the Pokemon Center is like straight up the Pokemon Center. That's like the company owns this store. So if you want to enter the stores, you must consent to facial recognition and will receive a numbered entry ticket. The system will verify that each customer only receives one entry ticket per day. If it detects that the same person has attempted to receive multiple tickets or enter the store more than once in a day, staff will deny them entry. New measures are intended to prevent scalpers from circumventing entry and purchase limits. Preschoolers are exempt from facial recognition and may only enter with an adult. Staff may also question groups of customers if they suspect they are attempting to circumvent the entry rules. According to the announcement, the stores will collect customers' facial image data and visit counts, data centers, flock cameras. Space is fake and the Earth is flat. The Pokemon Company says the information will be stored securely for a certain amount of time in accordance with its privacy policy. That's crazy to me, because that just goes to show you how bad the state of the Pokemon TCG is right now. Japan can't keep product.
Let me tell you, hearing all this about Pokemon, real happy I'm a Magic guy. Because ain't none of that shit happening over here, dog.
None of that happens in Magic. Magic is one of those things where Magic isn't valued by the rarity of the card. It's valued by how good the card is.
Yeah. Well,
and the value bumps up. Both are true. But you can have a card that that's not an alt art, but it's just a good card to use. So the price of it will be more, because Magic players don't grade their cards. They use them.
No.
And even like a tournament deck is a $60 deck. It could be a straight up competitive standard deck is several $1,000s.
It's funny because like going to card shops now and seeing the Pokemon in the glass versus the Magic in the glass. The Pokemon, it's a lot of like graded slabs, all that stuff. And like you said, MTG players are you play it. So it's just in a little plastic sleeve that you get for 2 cents.
Funny
and
enough.
You throw it in there and boom. And they'll have a sticker on them. It's like, this is a $3,000 card. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you're like,
it's because it's that good.
Want it?
It's that good.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I found out that typically the more expensive cards are lands. Some of them
can be true. Like some of them are like, can be like, you'll see them for like $30-$40. But that's just because they came in like a set that is highly sought after, or that people really just like the art. Because I've seen like $15 land cards. They don't do anything. It's literally just a land. It just looks badass, and people love it because maybe it came from a set that only ran for so long. They only made so many. You know what I mean? But then you do have some lands that it's like, hey, when you put this land down, tap that bitch immediately. And how about you go dip in your graveyard, you little fucker? Go get your favorite card out of your graveyard that dude just killed and then fuck him in the ass with it.
I think there's some land cards that allow you to do that without tapping.
Some, yes.
And
like
that, and
it also
ones,
it'll
those
also
ones
say
are
like if you have 3 health.
Those ones are very expensive because my wife's cousin's husband was teaching me, and we were talking about Magic. He said some of these competitive decks will run because they're made to win turn 1.
Yeah,
basically you can get everything set up turn 1 and just eliminate your opponent before they're even able to draw a card.
Yeah.
And
if the shuffle helps,
gods help you, but there are cards that allow you to go search for another land, put it down, another land, put it down. There's so much to Magic that lets you do so many things to win turn 1. And those decks that allow you to do that are very expensive because of how good they are.
Yeah.
Not because
it's
and the art could be shit. The art could be the worst. But the card is that good that the deck is insanely competitive. Therefore, it's valued. And it's funny because Magic players and Magic collectors, it is not uncommon for them to buy a PSA 9 of a card and break it out of the slab to throw in a deck.
Yeah.
The only only cards that stay slabbed are ones that are 10s.
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes they still crack them out and use them.
How many stank ass D&D players have you come across since you started getting into it?
None, surprisingly.
I haven't run into any stinky people. Everyone's actually very nice and is like, yeah, I'm a fucking
funny enough.
What is it? A computer engineer.
Or there's
in Salt Lake, and I'm like, oh shit, all right.
There's a dude at my shop. He's a biochemist.
Yeah, people just like to be nerdy, man.
And he's really good. All these dudes are very autistic with making decks, and I feel like a complete retard because I suck at making decks. I'm getting better, but some of these guys can make decks, and I don't even know where they come up with half this shit to make it work. And I'm like,
well, yeah, this is a very autistic. Driven community.
And I always tell them, hey, can you check out my deck list? What do you think? And they just rip it apart. And I'm just so sad by it because I'm like, maybe I want to be the very best that no one ever was. And my name is Brock. I have to be good at Pokemon. You
gotta be legally.
He was literally the first one that got beat. What are you talking about?
Isn't that Brock? Isn't that the name of that character? The one with the closed eyes, very tan?
Yeah.
Funny.
He's the first one that got defeated.
He's the first one you had to defeat, but he was very hard unless you had a certain type of Pokemon. If you had Leaf type, yeah, you could win. But a lot of people would try to.
It was only hard in yellow because you had fucking Pikachu.
You had to either if you played red, if you started off with Charmander and started going into, because fire is weak to ground and rock types, and Brock uses rock types and ground types, you were going in there and Charmander was getting one pieced.
This is better than electric.
Hey, can I share my screen and show y'all something?
Yeah, show me.
So whenever you scroll down, you'll see, like, if I'm assuming we've all seen The Hobbit here. Maybe Doc hasn't.
No.
So in The Hobbit, in the beginning, when they're getting Bilbo, they all just break into his house and have this magnificent feast and eat all his fucking food. Well, what they're doing here is they've got all the characters.
You're talking about the dwarves?
Huh?
You're talking about the dwarves that did this?
Yeah, when the dwarves came in and ate all of his food, they've got a few of the characters in there, like Gandalf, Philly and Killy, or Keely. It's got to be Killy. Thorin, all them. When you put the cards together, it makes the banquet scene. So if you get all 6 of them, you can just stack them up with each other and make the banquet scene with the cards.
There are cards that are in Dwarvish.
Yeah.
Those are going to go for
look at the lands too. The Dwarvish cards are going to go crazy. The lands look sick as shit. If you look at those, these might be some of my favorite lands I've ever seen outside of like some of the horror packs.
I like that
like
Smaug card.
Packs. Smaug card, I want bad. That thing, there's only 500 of them.
Oh, it's numbered too?
This fucker's going to be like insane.
Are you talking about the gold one?
Numbered. Yeah, it says 500
not the gold
printed.
One, the other one.
Oh.
I see. I think that
Hold on, let me scroll down.
if you scroll down, Smog the Impenetrable.
Oh, I'm looking at Smog the Magnificent.
No, Smog the Impenetrable. I like that one better than the Magnificent.
Oh, I see it. I see him. Were you talking about the numbers? Is it numbered?
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
I don't think that one's numbered.
No, it's not, because it would be very visible to see. I think the Tolkien cards are going to be pretty sick too. I think those are going to be really fun. So I never knew. So like, obviously, like I said, I'm so new in Magic. I didn't know. Like, I really got into it when the Marvel superheroes ones came out, right? So I didn't know you could go on their website, because I went into the card shop and was like, let me get a collector booster pack just for fun. And they were like, well, what card are you looking for? And I was like, I don't know. How do you know what's worth anything? And I didn't find out till this morning that when they release the cards, you can go onto the website, as we're doing now, and they'll be like, here's the super duper valuable cards that you should be looking for in your packs to boost sales on the booster packs, on the collector booster packs, which, by the way, a box of collector booster packs out the gate, $850.
Yeah, the collector packs are expensive.
It's crazy. I want one bad.
They even make collector commander decks. They're like $200, but it's all alt art cards. It's a Gucci
and
deck.
It's sick. It's sick. It's so cool. And another thing about Magic, by the way, that I want to touch, we're talking about scalpers, we're talking about value of cards and all of this stuff.
These Tolkien cards are gonna go for so much money.
Dude, they're fucking dope. I mean, well, it depends on how many are going to be printed, because they might be like, well, there's so many.
That's the book cover art too, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I want some of those. Is it Dwarvish or Elvish?
I'm pretty sure that's Dwarvish.
Kate would know.
It's very.
She knows.
See, because if you notice, if you ever looked at Elvish, it's very Arabic looking, and Dwarvish is very runic.
Okay, that makes sense, considering like how their tribes kind of are, like, to connect it real life history.
And listen, I know someone in the comments are going to be like, "You said that's so stupid. It's not Dwarvish, it's Dwarven."
Is it Dwarven?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I just noticed it.
So sitting here talking about value of cards and collecting and all that kind of good stuff, right? One of the things that I think is so cool about Magic is you don't even have to get what Magic comes out with, right?
You can play with
Magic
everything.
the Gathering has a massive market of just like, I can't remember the name of it. There's a specific name for it. But of just like people making their own cards. And because so many of the cards over time are pretty much the same thing with different art, like a lot of them you'll see when it comes from like sets like this, where they're like, hey, it's Gandalf. They'll have a little thing underneath it. Actually, this is the original power strip, that like power character that this is coming from. This is all the information for it. So people will take all that info and put it on different cards with different prints. So you can go buy fucking classic horror movie slasher cards. You can go buy a whole deck of that. And someone will have printed Jason, Michael Myers, like everyone on those. You can pick your favorite fucking anime, whatever you want. Someone's made a pack of cards for that. And you can just go online and buy that shit. And they print them out and they ship it to you, and it's like $50.
There are rumors that Star Wars is going to be in a Magic collab.
Star Wars is not Magic collab. It's a D&D collab. I just saw the announcement for it.
I know that. I was about to say, I know they are doing a D&D collab, but there are rumors that next is going to be a Magic collab.
Let me tell you,
and which is weird because Star Wars has its own TCG now. It's new. It's fairly new.
That's the most Disney shit ever.
I've seen that.
It's not Disney at all. It's very
Star Wars is owned by Disney. That's what I'm saying.
Well, yeah.
I am not a huge fan. Like, I like the Hobbit one coming out because it kind of fits the vibe of Magic.
Yeah.
But the Marvel, if they do Star Wars, cool. I'll probably get some packs because I'm a big Star Wars nerd. I love Star Wars. But in the eyes of Magic, I just want, like, as someone that's new into it and seeing all the old cards and all that kind of good stuff and all the cool ass art that they used to do, it feels like a cop out to me because I'm like, I want that, even though I'm coming in at a time that it's not that right now. Right. I'm sure they'll go back to it and have some really cool sets come out in the future. Or even, like, I'm sure they'll do at some anniversary point, be like, here's the original prints. We're going to reprint them. You know, here you go. But I'm so excited for the Hobbit one because it feels like that. And that's all I want.
I agree with you about the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings stuff. It fits the theme of Magic. It really does. It seems like that was made for Magic. You know,
it does.
It matches.
It does.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Marvel, to me, does not. But if you're
Spider-Man,
into that, if you're into that, cool. If you're into, I heard those decks are actually pretty good. If you're into that, cool. But to me, the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, that is what I feel like when I think of Magic the Gathering.
I feel like people don't die or get murdered over Magic cards.
They don't. They don't. People get killed over Pokemon all the fucking time, though. And
which is crazy.
It is
pretty much daily, I'd say.
Oh, yeah. There's the Pokemon Center vending machines, which is a vending machine you can go to at a store. Grocery stores have them. All these other stores have them. You just go up to it. You tap the screen. You pick a product you want. You pay. Blah, blah, blah. There are stores that are having them removed because people will camp out around those things because it does a rolling restock where it is on a timer and it will randomly, the stock is in it, but it won't let you buy anything because it's on a timer. And it limits how much of shit you can buy. There used to be booster boxes and elite trainer boxes, which are like big boxes like this. Nah, not like that. There's, I'll have to show you an example of what an ETB looks like. But it's a box that comes with like 10 packs and a promo card and all this, and dice and sleeves and stuff. Pokemon Center pulled those out of those vending machines. Now it's just booster bundles and booster packs. That's it. That's all you can get out of it. And it was their way of trying to curb the scalpers from going to these machines. But it doesn't stop them. It really doesn't. They're there all the time. There's one at every single HEB that I go to where there's 3 dudes standing around this fucking vending machine and tapping the screen and scrolling through. There's one dude, I was getting groceries and sometimes I like to stop by and see what's in there, and if it's something I want, I'll buy it. As I finished up, this older dude ran up to it, tapped it, and fucking bought every single thing he could buy out of it.
That's crazy.
I know. Now, on one hand, I think the dude actually was into Pokemon because he had Pokemon tattoo.
So people will actually camp them out to rob the people that buy them too.
Well, the vending machine's inside the store at the front of the store. People don't get robbed there at all. Well, they do, but it's more of like they're getting pissed that someone else bought everything before they could. So they get into a fight and either stab someone or fight somebody or go to and get arrested for it. There's even
they'll follow people.
Yeah. And that happens at card shows too. Like there's these card shows that happen all over the place. I tell guys that I know that do vending, they vend at these card shows, to be careful and check their vehicle every time they leave. Because when they go to these card shows, it's not uncommon for people to camp out at the parking lot of these card shows, watch for vendors to go inside, put a tracker on their car, and wait for them to leave to find out, because a lot of the valuable cards are never at the stores. They're always put somewhere else on a different location. And the people that are trying to steal from them know this. So they put a tracking device on the trailer or in the vehicle that they're using, and they will follow it to that location and break in there when they're not around. Other cases where people will break into stores. There was a case where a guy used a chainsaw to cut a hole in the glass.
Mm-hmm. I think I did a story on that one too.
We did a story on that. You did a story on that one where a guy used a chainsaw to cut into the glass of the shop to get in. There's another case where someone broke into the store next door to the card shop and tunneled through the wall to get in.
There's a recent one where a guy stole $18,000 worth of Pokemon
That ain't
merchandise.
much. Honestly, that ain't much. It really is not.
It was just from one store.
Yeah,
it was either from a store or a person's collection. I don't remember which one it was.
In the grand scheme of it, that's about 5 or 6 of the valuable cards.
But that's still a lot of money, though.
It is a lot of money. It's felony. It's for sure a felony. But
I think anything over $1,000 is a felony.
I think everything over $1,000 is a felony. But it's just, we talked about this before, but it seems like the community creates the prices for these things, you know? And it's very common where you see a new set come out and like the
supply and demand,
the special illustration rare of a card for that set will at the beginning be at its highest. And if you look at the chart, it just nosedives. It drops 50, 60% market value because it's the new shit, you know?
Yeah.
But it really depends on who the Pokemon is. If it's Gengar, Charizard, Pikachu, any of those.
Gengar really blew up out of nowhere, I feel like, too.
Gengar's always been popular. Yes. Trust me, Gengar has always been popular. It's just not to you. He's not popular, which is fine. But Gengar has always been one of those top Pokemon.
I feel like there's a drastic surge.
Yes and no. There's been
lately.
So for older Gengar cards have always been very valuable over others. They just are.
Okay, so we were right.
And I think some of it has to do with the fact that Gengar is a little bit harder to pull than all the other ones. I don't know why. Hi, Kate.
Hey, Kate.
Okay, it's Dwarvish. We were right.
Elven is more like, it actually looks more Arabic.
It's
Dwarvish
exactly how Brock said it.
Yeah, Elvish is more like Arabic looking, whereas Dwarvish looks more like
Runic.
Yeah,
Runic.
Nordic.
Okay.
Is that what
Cool.
he said? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, she just came down in the basement, and I was like, "Oh, I have a question for you."
So if you want to think about it like this, the writing on the One Ring is an Elvish.
Oh yeah, good point. Very more cursive.
Yeah, very very cursive, very Arabic looking, and Dwarvish is more runes.
I just think of elves as like the rich, hoity-toity.
Yeah, in every fantasy thing, they are the hoity-toity. We are better than you race.
You seen the movie Bright?
Yeah,
The dwarves are the
Will
guys
Smith
with syndrome, and they just want to fight and
Hot
kill
take.
everything because they're angry.
Hot take. I liked Bright, and I think
I thought Bright was phenomenal.
But what killed it was the fact they made it into a movie and not a series of its own.
That's true. Yeah, it could have been a really good
Because
series.
I truly want to see more in that world. I really do. I want to see more. I want to see a show, but different aspects of that world, because there's so many different fantasy races. You got dwarves, orcs, elves, wizards. You know, how magic works is very crazy, and it's in a modern society. There's fae, there's everything. And
They only did it because it was a symbolism for racism.
I know, which was stupid, but
I thought it was phenomenally done to get the point across.
Is that cop movie? With
Yeah.
the orc?
With Will Smith.
with,
Oh yeah, no, that was a really good movie.
I thought
that movie was awful.
from a fantasy aspect, I thought it was really cool and I want to see
I
more
loved
of
it.
that world. And I think that if they would have just done a series, it would have performed way better. And if they would have cut Will Smith out,
I don't think he was bad in that.
I don't think he was bad in it, but I think that
For the series, yeah, I don't think it would have been good for the series.
audience approval on certain actors and actresses is pretty hit or miss. You would have to be very selective of who you picked. But if they did a series, a Bright series, that would be so cool because I want to see more of that world.
I think when it comes to the fantasy genre, like people that are fans of the fantasy genre, the less A-list actors you have in the movie, the better, because in it, a lot of like fans of fantasy come from, you're playing D&D, you're playing Magic. Everyone's just a random dude doing something great. You know what I mean? Or taking on some big challenge. And then you, like, in our world, we try to make that on screen, and then it's like, oh, it's Will Smith.
It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh, it's Tom Holland. It's Dwayne The Rock Johnson. You're like,
It's
this
Millie
isn't-
Bobby Brown.
yeah,
You
you know,
can
it's
get
like
into
well,
it.
of course, the great guy is already great. You know what I mean? Why don't we have some dude like? I think that's where the D&D movie was awesome. Like I
That
watched
shit was
it, I didn't
hilarious.
know,
Chris-
I
when
didn't
they
know
used
who
Chris
any
Pine.
of those actors I didn't know who any of them were. And that helped me because I'm like, this is cool. I can immerse myself into this because I'm not aware who these people are. I'm sure I've seen some of their stuff.
You didn't
before.
know who Chris Pine was? You've never seen him in anything before?
Does anybody want to ask me a question?
Like that,
Did you ever
unless they're
watch any of the
super
Star Trek movies?
No.
Weird.
Nerd.
What's her face? Michelle Rodriguez? She's
Not
been
good
in
with names.
every Fast and the Furious movie.
I
Dom's
hate Fast and
girlfriend.
Furious. I think it's stupid.
The first couple are good, and then it kind of goes off the rails after
They
that.
go to space and all that weird shit. But anyway, but yes,
With the
for
30
fantasy.
fucking year-long airplane
Back to
runway.
back to
Pokemon.
back to Pokemon. What I was saying. Yeah, card shows are not good for trade for vendors because it's dangerous out there, guys, for Pokemans.
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
Didn't she change her name recently too?
Who the fuck knows? I don't care. One thing I do
I'm
know,
just-
one thing I have noticed
Hating
though,
you.
the massive, and this is why I mentioned this earlier, like before we started recording. My hesitation for making content, because I want to make Pokemon content, but I want to make it on the collector and player aspect and not so much on the investment bro aspect. The thing that makes me reluctant to do it is the amount of fucking people that are doing this, especially those thirst trap type ones where it's like a chick wearing skimpy outfits, ripping Pokemon and stuff.
It's always going to be a thing.
It's always a thing. They've integrated into Pokemon, which in my opinion, it shouldn't be there. It should not be in Pokemon, because what is Pokemon at its core? It's for kids.
Yeah.
And
Once you get adults involved.
And I know I'm almost 40 years old and I'm fucking playing and collecting Pokemon. Sue me. But when you have chicks that are wearing nothing almost and making sexualized content around Pokemon, something that isn't supposed to be sexual at all.
Come to Magic.
Unless you're in Japan, dude, I
Are you
found
saying there's a lot of sexualization in Magic, or
No, I'm saying it's just more just a chill, like adults
more
from
adults.
what I know.
oh,
it's more
okay,
It's-
okay, I got you. That's
I'm
Yeah.
going to send this card in the Discord. I'm going to show. I took a photo of this fucking card because I was like, dude. What the fuck is this? Oh, this card that I found yesterday, I didn't think was a real card, and apparently it is a real card. And I said, since when does a trainer look like this on a Pokemon card? I'm going to send it to you. And then I'm going to open it up here.
My Lanta.
I know. I'm like, when the fuck did we get a trainer with fat mommy milkers like this?
Have you seen this?
Is that
Reminds
three
me.
boobs,
This is
or am
the
I seeing
exact-
something?
This is the exact reaction I had when I opened up Fortnite when the sprites released and started playing that, because I think the sprites are cool. It's kind of like collecting Pokemon and stuff like that. It's fun. Just for the first skins to release with it is the DC Summer Beach Bod skin.
They're doing
And you
the
have
Marvel
Poison
Rivals thing.
Ivy. Dude, it's Poison Ivy with a bra like this, just barely covering her nipples.
They have jiggle
And you're
physics.
just like, what? Like, it blew
Yeah.
my mind.
And
They added jiggle physics to it too.
And
Have
I'm
you seen
looking-
them walk?
And funny enough, this
No.
card is in the very,
They
very
will jiggle.
This card is on the very, very back page of the binder, where there are about 20 pages of empty pages. So this is tucked away in the back so that kids and shit don't see it. But
That is.
but I found
It could be
this-
so much worse though.
I
It really
even-
could be so much
I
worse.
even asked
Yeah.
the guy, like the guys I know at the shop, I said, is this a real card? And they said, yeah, it's a real card. And I asked them, so what set is this from? And why is this a thing? Because I will tell you this right now, you will never see that card in English ever. Because they censor English cards because of shit like this, because Japan will make this stuff.
You know what I've noticed? Asian country. I had this conversation with my wife the other day. Actually, Asian countries, you can see it in animes and everything, are obsessed with very large boobs and like boob jobs as well, because they naturally don't have big boobs in those countries.
trying to
Like
say?
unless you get them done. So
Asian girls have
they
small boobs and
idolize
Asian
it.
dudes have small dicks.
stereotypically, but like
Yeah.
Every Asian
it's
that's
very
watching
common.
this is
Like
gonna
it's
be so pissed off now.
it's
How dare you?
a large majority of the population just don't have naturally big boobs. So you see the obsession in their animes and the cartoons and everything. Like Korean is the same. Like boob jobs in Korea are so rampant.
It makes sense that I see these Japanese e-girl types that have like the biggest tits and no ass at all, none.
And they usually look more childlike with
I
messed
hate
up
that
teeth.
part too. I hate that part
Yeah.
where it's just, why do they look like they're 15?
It's supposed to be more innocent versus childlike.
I still hate that. That's fucking weird to
Yeah.
me.
Like
Have
we
some
see it as
story- have
weird.
some
They're
backstory.
looking at it as the innocent aspect
little
versus the
tired.
child aspect. So like our view of it is weird. Culturally, I guess I can see where they're coming from.
On the other hand, too, Asian people do not age like me or you will.
That's true.
They stay young looking into their 50s or 60s.
But then Mother Time
And Mother Time really
catches up, and then they're like, you know all of the ancient secrets.
and then we will make you look like so. So yeah,
That's what I tell my wife all the time. I'm like, babe, you're gonna look great for like 60 years, and I'm gonna wake up next to you and be like,
I have no idea who you are.
tell me all of your ancient secrets.
I think I look pretty young for my age. I'm 47.
Shut the fuck up.
You are not. Shut up. You are the baby of this group.
I'm 43 years old. Come on.
Yeah, maybe bodily.
I didn't realize how old I was in the shop. I apparently was the oldest person at the shop. All the guys that I'm playing with, they're all adults. Everybody's adults. They're in bands. You know, they have normal adult lives. And they go, "How old do you think I am?" I said, "I don't know, like 30." I'm 22. Jesus, dude. I would tell them like I was playing XY, and they would say I wasn't even in middle school yet. And I'm like, what?
So painful to hear.
That's how I am hanging out with my boys out here. They're like, oh yeah, you know, I'm turning 37. And they're like, how old are you? And I'm like, 29. They're like, I don't know how the fuck we all hang out.
It's funny because we're all playing Pokemon and stuff. And I said, yeah, I saw the Pokemon movie in theaters. And they said, which one?
The original.
and I said, the first one. And they were like, "What's
the Pokemon movie?"
And they didn't even know which one that was. They said, "Which one's the original one?" I would tell them it's the one with Mewtwo. You know, the very first one where it was Mewtwo,
and it had the little. Was it a picnic or the little pre skit before the movie started? You know what I'm talking about?
Pikachu's Picnic.
This one.
Yeah, it was that one. And then it was also when they were handing out the Ancient Mew promo cards and shit.
Yeah, I have one.
I don't have one. I really want one. They're not that expensive,
I have
surprisingly.
I have the Mew one too.
Yeah, I said Ancient Mew. There was a Mewtwo one also. There was 2 promos that you could get. There was a Mewtwo movie promo, and then there was an Ancient Mew promo. Oh, look at him pulling out his binder. You still have yet to show me this binder.
Yeah, I'll show you the Mew promo one.
Let's see your
If
binder.
you have Pokemon cards too, I didn't even know.
I don't, not a lot, just from when I was a kid.
My binder is worth $8,000.
Yeah, mine's definitely not.
My
Mine's worth
one
a few
binder.
hundred, maybe.
Mine-
if I have a good
Magic
card.
that I'm building is worth like 120. That's it so far.
$120. Yeah, that's the Mewtwo.
Yeah.
That's the Mewtwo that you could get from the movie. Ancient Mew was another promo you got from the movie.
And then
You want to know how much
on
that
the
Mewtwo
other page, I have the Mew as well.
I got that too. So I got that for free. When I went to Wisconsin to see my family and stuff, I went to a card shop because I was looking for playables because I'm building a deck. And I was talking, decks and stuff with these guys, and they said, "Hey, so since you're a player and not one of those scalper collectors, you get this for free." He opened a box full of those, brand new, because apparently somebody used to work in distribution for the movies and had a box full. Actually, no, because that's a Wizards of the Coast promo. He had a box full of those Mews. And they were all in great condition. And I said, "You're just going to give me this for free?" It's only worth $10. It's not worth much, but
Yeah, it's not like he's losing a lot.
That movie.
It was crazy. So related to what you just talked about, I actually just saw an article that I made a script for that I think it was one kid at least, or maybe a kid and their brothers, their grandmother kept telling them they had all these super old Pokemon cards and collections that she had just never opened, that she saved because she was going to like give them to them when they're older or something. And they all thought they all thought that she was just like, oh yeah, I got these Pokemon cards. But she kept talking about it, and they searched her house, and they used it as a way to like spend time with their grandmother because they weren't out for the money aspect of it. But they found a lot of the stuff, and I think it's a lot of money. They haven't gotten them graded yet.
No, they don't even have to. I can tell you this right now. For those that were listening, so these guys went to visit their grandmother, who was 80 years old at this point. She had amassed a bunch of OG sealed Pokemon product. I'm talking
first edition,
not first edition. None of it was first
edition.
They
were first edition.
I looked at it. It was none of it was first edition.
The article said first edition.
They're wrong. It's base set unlimited, but it's not first edition. There you have multiple. So they went to their grandma's house. She had a bunch of sealed, like there was a bunch of fossil cards. Now those might have been first edition, because the first.
I think that's what it was referring to.
Because true first edition, base set first edition, that none of that was there. Fossil first edition might have been, which is still valuable. But she had a bunch of sealed product from base set unlimited, fossil, other gift kits and stuff, just a bunch of sealed product and some Charizards. She had base set unlimited Charizard and shadowless base set Charizard, which
shiny. She had a shiny Charizard.
What? I didn't see that one.
Shiny. She had a shiny Charizard.
I saw the photos of it. There wasn't a shining Charizard. Jungle.
That's the.
So that she had base set unlimited, fossil, and jungle.
Yeah, it says shiny Charizard. The Polygon article that I have says shiny Charizard.
They
sealed booster boxes.
That is not a shining Charizard, because the shiny Charizard is its own card, and it doesn't look like any of the base set ones.
No, I don't think they have a picture of it. They just have it listed in the title.
They're wrong. I'm telling you, they're wrong. I looked at all those cards. There was not a shining Charizard in any of that. Still, they had Charizards that are worth a lot of money. Depending on that condition, that shadowless Charizard is $1,000 by itself. Either way, she has tens of thousands of dollars in sealed Pokemon product that was just laying around her house for God knows how long.
They said they had 3 shiny Charizards and a shadow. One of them is a shadowless Charizard.
So I saw the Charizards. None of them were shiny Charizards. They were all holographics, but Charizard was always a holographic in base set. Shining Charizard is its own thing. It's actually says it on the card, shining Charizard.
And this says individual booster boxes in the past, not just now, would have sold for 15 to 30,000.
Yeah, probably.
That's wild. And these are well more valuable now.
Oh yeah. If I commented on that thread, and I said I would keep it sealed, not because of the monetary value. I would keep it and never get rid of it, not for the monetary value, but more for the sentimental value, because it has value that most sets of that era does not have, and that's your grandmother got those for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have,
and they've been going through it on a YouTube channel too.
I'm sure they have
that they made.
Have they been ripping it?
It says they're trying to get a sense of like what it's worth. They've made a YouTube channel for people who want to go through the journey. I don't know. As of this article date, which was 3 days ago, it says they don't have any videos yet. But like their plan is to probably go through the valuation and what all the cards are, if they're going to open them and like if they're going to sell them. I don't know.
So,
but that's wild though.
I know. So
because I literally think about that all the time. You go through someone's storage unit or someone that died storage unit.
I have this idea of going to like garage sales and estate sales down here to find Pokemon.
People do that.
I'm sure they do. There's an antique store not too far from me that before I was actually getting back into this, they had a case full of Pokemon cards. And if I'm not mistaken, they were all priced pretty cheap because they obviously don't know what they have. But it's also in a store that you would never think to look for it. And that's how it is for current stuff right now. Barnes and Noble sells Pokemon cards. Ace Hardware sells Pokemon cards.
Well, I mean, there's some stores that just kind of have to branch out to other markets. Otherwise, they're going to die.
My gas station up the road sells Pokemon cards sometimes. And which it throws me through. Dude, every time there was one time I went there. Safe. There was one time I went there and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? You have Pokemon here? And they're like, yeah, I guess. And then me and Alicia went, I don't know, not even a month ago. And we bought our drinks and we were walking out and I happened to look down and I said, oh shit, there's a whole display of fucking Pokemon packs here. And she was like, oh my God. So we got a bunch because when you find them in the wild, it's pretty fun, but I like ripping anyway.
When you find them in the wild.
Yeah. When you find them in the wild Bulbasaur spawned. So Nintendo has been addressing the scalping issue. And they brought it up earlier in July because the scalping problem has been such a massive problem. They said they were going to be working on some steps to kind of mitigate this. And I'm assuming the facial recognition is one thing. The problem is they need to figure out how to reduce this in the English market. And one of the things that I'm glad Pokemon doesn't do, but Magic does do, numbered cards. Like a 1 out of whatever. Yeah. If Pokemon ever did that, dude, it would be horrible. Horrible. You would never find this shit. Ever. It would be impossible to find this shit.
It'd be like, well, it would be probably similar to the Beanie Babies craze back in the day because they did stuff like that.
And, it sucks because it's like I kind of want that to be a thing because it would be cool to collect it. But knowing how the state of Pokemon is, and it's like this every anniversary, by the way. Every 5 to 10 years, it gets nuts. So I think in the next year or 2 years, this is going to die down and everyone is going to just forget about it for a few years and then it's going to come back. And I hope it happens.
Yeah.
Because me as a player and as a collector, I'll be able to afford things because right now there's cards I want. I cannot afford it. My favorite Pokemon is fucking Charizard.
Hell, Pal World could take over by then.
And we'll talk about Pal World. But yeah, my favorite Pokemon is Charizard, as you can see. And it sucks because when people ask you, who's your favorite Pokemon? And you better not say Charizard or Pikachu. And it's but mine legitimately is Charizard. And I have to give people, I get judged. Every time I walk into a card shop, I get judged because I do not look like a player. I'm like this I'm a big dude with a beard and I look like I'm here to make money. But I just want to play and collect and, have fun. But I look like a scalper. So I have to.
I was always a macho kind of guy.
I immediately go into the store prepared to defend myself because people judge me as soon as I walk in. And I've been told that, yeah, we didn't know that you actually cared and played. But yeah, people judge me, dude. I walk in and when they ask me who my favorite is, I have to actually give them all a reason why Charizard's my favorite. And my reason why Charizard's favorite is because funny enough, he squares up with everything on site, especially if it's like a mythical or a legendary or another dragon. Even though Charizard's not a dragon, he's a fire flying type, but which make sense.
Did he start off as a dragon though?
No, he was never a dragon. He still isn't one. The only dragon type of his is a Mega Evolution. There's 2 Mega Evolutions of Charizard. Mega X, which I know is Dak's favorite, right?
I don't know.
Oh, see, I know that because he told me.
He's never told me that.
Yeah, well, maybe you should ask your son some questions sometimes.
Or you just didn't know specific questions.
I asked him.
I don't understand Pokemon.
I asked him what his favorite was. He said it's Mega Charizard X, and I said, hell yeah, dude. I didn't say it like that. I said, mine too, man. But Mega Charizard X is a dragon fire, and Mega Charizard Y is flying fire. We won't go into the
But
typing
it
because-
says Charizard belongs to the Dragon Egg group.
according to what?
I just did a quick Google search.
Is that the AI answer?
That's the summary.
That's wrong.
So yeah,
That's wrong.
Well, summary
Charizard
isn't the AI
base-
answer. It's the
base Charizard is is fire and flying type.
yeah. It says that.
Mega Charizard X is dragon and fire type. Mega Charizard Y is fire and flying type, just like base.
That's
Tell me-
why
I don't
I'm a
understand.
purist. I don't recognize anything outside the original 150.
Man, get fuck cunt. So, yeah. So Nintendo is stepping into with. I think the facial recognition thing is one of the things they're trying to do. The English market is a little harder to do that with because I don't know.
Yeah, we
I
don't really
really-
support that.
I don't know what we could do aside from card shops being ones with integrity, not GameStop, but actually
Integrity Farms.
and like having integrity, putting limits on purchases, cutting this packaging. That's another thing that my shop does. They cut the packaging. If you want to buy it at just over retail, you're going to get it with a cut package. If you want to buy it at market value, then if you want it sealed, then you're paying market value.
The festival things do that now too, or a lot of them.
What do you mean?
The card fests, whatever the fuck.
Oh, the events. Yeah. So
yeah,
depends on what it
they
is.
don't allow closed packs or anything anymore.
Oh, you mean the card shows? Yeah. So the card shows have now made it to where you cannot have sealed product anymore. Now you can have cards that are like the promos that are in sealed packaging, but you cannot sell current rotation, like stuff that's being printed right now that you can go to Walmart or Target and buy. That stuff you can't sell. Vintage sealed, you can. If it's older stuff that you can't just go buy in a store, you can sell that. But you cannot sell stuff that you can buy in a store, which is Prismatic, Ascended Heroes, and all the other new stuff. And I'm sorry, Blake. I know I'm saying a bunch of things that make no sense to you.
it's fine.
Did you
I'm
guys see
just
that
listening.
Pokemon Go was used for
Yeah.
training like military drones,
Not just drones, but their whole navigation AI.
like mapping and everything.
So Niantic
That's cool.
came out and they sold the company to somebody else. And basically what Niantic was doing is they were using augmented reality on your phone because like you get rewards for following routes, spinning stops, taking pictures of stuff. And they were doing it to train this AI navigation bot,
Like spatial type stuff.
yeah, and they've been doing it since 2016.
Mhm.
They use it to collect
The
all our
creator
data.
of the creator of the company was previously like a part of the CIA or worked with the CIA, and he worked for Google Maps.
I love that. I love that we just basically helped a surveillance state surveil us better.
The whole world did.
The whole world did on a global scale.
Yes.
Which, by the way, speaking of global, the 30th anniversary is the first set that Pokemon has ever released that's going to release globally on the same day. Which is why
That's cool.
No, it's not cool. It sucks because it makes 30th harder to get.
Oh,
Because
that sucks.
usually Japan gets everything first, and then everybody gets it way later. This is the first time that Pokemon will release an anniversary set or any set at all, particularly of a collector set like an anniversary set, on the same day as everybody else. Japan gets it. We get it the same day they get it.
Is it the same? Is it a static time?
Yeah.
Or is it like based across? Okay, so if it's
it'll be like
midnight one place, it'll be whatever fucking time.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll drop the same day, the same time. I believe that's what it is.
Regardless of time zone. Right.
And despite Nintendo's efforts to fix Pokemon, there's one thing that they've been trying to do, and that's fuck Pal World. And for
the wins that they've got are so small.
Dude, and it's funny because yes, Nintendo can technically say that they won that case. However, the win that they got was not much of a win. I think their win was that Pocket Pair has to pay Nintendo $30,000, which will not.
Yeah, it was very small.
It won't even cover their legal fees
whatsoever.
So Nintendo basically lost a bunch of money trying to pursue this case over the course of years, and they
really just made it more popular.
Even though on paper it's a win, everyone has chalked this up to a massive loss. And this, if you think about it, this is technically Nintendo's first not true loss, but this is their first loss where they aren't going to make any money off this. And on top of that, Pal World just had a 1.0 launch, so they didn't stop Pocket Pair from launching the game.
Mm-hmm. They only changed a few things in the game in general from small wins. Like the only ones that I've known is there's a few pals that have slightly had their looks altered a little bit to make them less look like the Pokemon that they resemble, because they have to be. I think it's either more than 30% different,
which is easy to do,
or more than 70. I think it's more than 30. It has to be at least more than 30% different, a 30% difference. So some of the pals I remember do look different. And one of the main ones I specifically remember, because I loved this feature, was you can't use flying pals as parachutes. Because I remember previously you could still ride them and everything, and you can they change it to where a pal can have an effect on how your parachute works.
Glider.
Like it can give you more, the glider, it give you more stamina, whatever. But previously I think this was back in 2024 when I played still, if you had a Nighthawk, for example, if you used it as a parachute or a glider, you would hold on to the bird's legs and it would fly you around.
Yeah.
They lost the case and they couldn't do that anymore.
Small change, in my opinion. It sucks, but at the same time,
it is.
At the same time,
but those are that smallest wins that I've seen them get that don't mean anything.
No, they don't mean anything. And I feel like Pocket Pair really kind of planned for that too. It's funny because Pal World has sold exponentially more copies than all Pokemon games combined,
except Red, Blue, and
the
Green.
OGs. Whatever, that's fine.
Yeah,
to me, those don't count because they're the originals. But
it's actually not by much either. They're gonna surpass that.
I'm sure they will
throughout the year.
I'm sure
because it's 30 million, and those are at like 31.8 million.
And here's the other thing too: Pokemon games. The way that Nintendo does this is so shitty. Blake, what are you doing?
I was looking at the Power World stuff. First of all, they've made $700 million.
Oh yeah,
over released a game. I thought it was crazy. I was looking in their TCG
just this last month.
While y'all were talking, you were saying it's about to come out. It came out yesterday. Officially,
we said that. We said that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that.
Yeah, we did.
Fuck, my memory.
Fucking
terrible. You just never listened to me, Blake. That's crazy.
Yeah,
listen, he
doesn't care. He doesn't even want to be on the show. I'm gonna get a drink.
Wow. I don't even care. He just never listened to us.
No, he doesn't listen to us at all. He just says like, "Oh, my name's Blake. I'm better than you."
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
But so what else was I saying about the whole Pal World thing? So kind of put it in perspective like this. Pal World is a game that everybody that plays Pokemon wishes Pokemon was like.
Exactly. All the adults that grew up.
Minus the gun thing. We don't care about the gun thing. The gun thing was just fun. But like having an open world survival game with all the Pokemon in it is what we wanted. The thing that
do you guys remember when we first reported on this and the game fest or whatever? Yeah, on when we were doing the Regiment podcast, we're like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. I think it was actually on the Blacklisted Gaming podcast. We were like,
"Was it?"
Yeah, it was.
No, I think it was a Regiment one.
Nope, it was because it was an in-person episode, dog. When you were in my house, but yes, we were watching it and we were thinking, what the fuck is this, dude? This is a straight Pokemon ripoff. This ain't gonna make it. This ain't gonna go anywhere. They're gonna get sued. It's gonna get canceled. And
it was Regiment because it was with your narrator.
Are you sure?
Yep, I specifically remember. I looked it up a while back.
Anyway, we didn't think that Pal World would actually be what it is, and it ended up being more than what we expected to
be. Because we're like, how are they
How can they do
not
that?
gonna get sued. They're absolutely gonna get sued.
They did.
They
did get sued, which Power World
only after they were popular.
Only after they're popular, which I think is funny because I'm sure Pokemon and Nintendo were like, that game's never going to take off, and it did, and everyone loved it. And Nintendo was thinking we should probably nip this one in the bud as fast as we can. But
it's like their only competitor that they've ever had.
So what I was saying, what Nintendo does with Pokemon games is they split their games into two. Every single one splits into two. And they price it. Now the new games are going to be $80. So you need to get two games for $80. And now they're making it to where you can only get the new Pokemon games on the Switch too. So now you have to spend.
That's typical Nintendo.
That is typical Nintendo because Legends Arceus, Legends ZA, these are the newest games. These came out, and Legends ZA was one that was on Switch 1 and Switch 2. The thing that Pokemon does and those don't really count as like a set. So what they have is they have Scarlet and Violet. Let's say you have Red and Green or Red and Blue. What Nintendo likes to do is they like to split their Pokemon into two games to where you can't get them all in one game. There's a set number.
Which is weird because I don't even know the differences. Like to this day, Red and Blue, no fucking clue what the difference is.
They're the mythicals and some of the other ones. Like there's a new red and a new. There's no more blue. It's red and green.
The original, the OG red and blue.
The OG ones. I don't remember what the difference is.
I have no fucking clue. I only knew the difference between yellow and the other two.
So Nintendo splits Pokemon into two games, and you have to pay full price for each one. And they split the new Pokemon that they add with that game into two different games. So if you want all the Pokemon, like this new game that's coming out next year called Winds and Waves is going to introduce 300 new Pokemon. So what they're going to do is they're going to split that in half, put some in one and the rest in the other, and mix it in with some older Pokemon. So you can't get all the Pokemon. You have to buy two different games. On top of that, you have to buy a Switch 2 if you don't have one. So you're spending $160 on both Pokemon games, and then you're also spending another $500-$600 on the console. So you're spending,
which is not even really that big of an improvement.
No, it's not, and it sucks because you could totally tell that they intentionally half-ass the Switch 1 game and put everything into the Switch 2 game. And the other thing that Nintendo likes to do is they never will do the things that people want for their games.
Well, yeah, that's why Power World took off so much, because people wanted it to evolve.
And the best part about Power World is it's $27 or some shit like that. So it's half the cost.
I don't remember. I bought it so long ago.
I did too, so I don't really know. But it is so much cheaper than a Pokemon game, and you get everything you want in that one game. And they're just going to continuously add to it. Right? Mm-hmm. So they're doing everything that Pokemon and Nintendo refuse to do. And to kind of give you an idea of how half-assed they make their games, I think Scarlet and Violet, or one of the games, or even maybe Legends ZA, they only needed to sell 200,000 copies to break even. Which is not a lot. Mm-mm. Because the amount of which means they probably spent somewhere around $10 million to make the game. And they know they're going to surpass the 200,000 units sold to break even. They're going to well surpass that to break even. So what they're doing is they're putting less into the game to make more money off the players. And Nintendo and Pokemon are notorious for nickel and diming you because they know you'll pay for it. It's the only games that I know of and they keep it exclusive. And they keep it very exclusive, and they never reduce the price. Scarlet and Violet came out 5 years ago. It came out in 2022 is when it came out. They're still selling. I thought the newest ones were the remakes. The newest ones are the remakes. Those are only $20. But I'm saying that their newest game, like their newest game set, was Scarlet and Violet. Actually, hell, I'll do you one better. Sword and Shield came out before COVID, before 2020. They're still selling that for $60 each. a game that is almost 10 years old and they're still selling it for $60 and they never put Pokemon games on sale because they know people will buy them.
Yeah. And I'm looking at the,
It's
so
it's
I
like an
use red and
abusive
blue as the
relationship.
difference.
It's an abusive
It really is.
relationship.
I use just the OG red and blue as for the question. The only difference is title screen and opening intro, and a few like less. I would say less than 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10, 11 Pokemon that are exclusive to each one. That's it.
I know. That's what I'm telling you. It's if you want to complete your Pokédex and you're like, I only need 10 more, but they're in another game. So you gotta, if you really want to catch them all, as the whole thing is, you got to buy the other game and to get them.
We had to trade back in the day.
I never knew that was the reason. I thought they were totally different games.
I used to think so too. That's the only thing. Oh, and it says some in-game corner prize costs.
They in every
That's
game,
so
all the new games
weird.
are like that. Even the new games are still like that. Scarlet and Violet, same fucking game. It's just there are different intros, different title screens, and several different Pokemon that are not in the other one. That's it. There's nothing else different. You are basically playing the same game again to get all of them.
I don't understand how it's worked so well.
Because people, so Pokemon has a thing called Pokemon Home where you can actually transfer all of your Pokemon from every game into the game you're playing. So let's say
that's what's a newer development.
So that's why if you and the other thing that they did that I absolutely cannot fucking stand is that you have to trade to evolve certain ones. Gengar, you have to trade to evolve Haunter into Gengar, which means you have to give that Pokemon to somebody else and hope they give you a good stat one back to you.
And that's been a thing since the OGs.
Yes. And then on top of that, in order to trade, you have to have a Nintendo subscription to play online.
Damn, back in the day, all you needed was a little cable link.
Nope, not even. You don't even need a cable link. Like you have to have the paid online subscription to trade with anybody.
We will own nothing and like it.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Oh, are we boring you?
We're boring him.
No, I can't. Every time I open my mouth to speak, I yawn and I'm getting pissed off about it. I'm also rubbing my eyes because I'm starting to get that little dull pain behind my eyes because I've been on my fucking computer all day.
You have blue light filter
I'm trying to
glasses?
get that to go away. Yeah, these are blue light filter. But I mean, it only helps so much when you've been on it for.
Well, I wanted to record this earlier,
12
but
hours.
someone wanted to go get a haircut.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
It's my birthday. I have $0.
Oh yeah, happy
My
birthday,
life.
by the way.
Oh yeah, happy birthday! I totally
Wow.
forgot about that.
I did
Wow.
too.
It's okay. I'm old. It doesn't matter. I probably would have forgotten too.
After your 21st,
It doesn't really matter. Yeah.
it doesn't matter. I don't think I think for dudes, it doesn't really matter. Dudes are like, I don't really.
Well,
give a
30
shit.
was kind of depressing, but then after that, it didn't really matter.
And then so with back to the TCG aspect, that's why I prefer the TCG.
Well,
Because-
did you guys see that Power World put in basically Pokemon Stadium?
No, I haven't played Pal World at all recently.
So
And
they literally added.
I need to play Pal. I might actually play.
They
as
literally
this.
added Pokemon Stadium,
Did they
where you
really?
go. It's arena. It's called arena, and you go. You can PvP people. You can play with people that are in your server against them, or you can just fight AI, and you get tickets for it. But
I
you
love that you
can
can
fight
catch,
your
I
pals.
love that you can catch people and turn them into slaves.
Yeah, I have a glass display case on top of my house where I put all the people.
Hannibal Lecter, you fucking weirdo. I keep people in a display box so that everyone can see all of my little.
Except the merchants. I keep the merchants in the base
You
because I can
catch
go
the
to them and
merchants?
still. Yes, you can catch the merchants because you can keep them at your base, and then you don't have to travel to them anymore.
You're a monster.
That's so much more convenient.
Speaking of games, sorry guys.
Wow. That's okay.
Only shotgun can scratch that itch.
Yeah, I feel that.
The Remington
So-
retirement plan.
We talked about this is different, but we're talking about games. Brock, just real quick, we talked about Baldur's Gate 3 and how I wanted to get it right.
Yeah.
Last time we were like this.
So
Did get
3
it.
months ago.
Went on sale, and boy, oh boy, howdy, let me tell you, y'all sitting here talking about Power World, and I'm like, maybe I should get into Power World. That'd be really fun. And then my brain went, Baldur's Gate 3, motherfucker. And I'm like,
Wait till
Anyway,
you discover
love
the
that game.
mods in that game.
Oh, I've seen some.
Tits for days.
What the fuck?
Not even just
What
that.
got me? So I bought, since it was on sale, I was like, for an extra $10, I can get 2 copies, one for me, one for Kate, and we can both play because we've been playing D&D with our friends and everything like that. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna get us both Baldur's Gate 3. I buy it for us. We both download it, and we sit down and start building our characters. And I just hear Kate go, I can pick her vagina.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, come look. And I was like, that is the craziest thing ever. And then we start playing.
Can you
And
like
then she
change
goes,
the lips and stuff?
Yep.
Yes.
That's
Change
insane.
The vulva. You can change the vulva.
That's-
The way the vulva looks.
That's wild.
You can
and
change
then-
your
and
wiener
then
too.
Yeah. And then you can be a dude with tits if you want. Don't matter.
Well, that's
You have a
nuts.
massive
not surprising.
uncircumcised cock and massive tits.
And double D's, man. Like you can do whatever you want in Baldur's Gate 3.
It is
Anyway,
ma'am.
we're playing, and then she just goes, "Hey, babe, look," and I run across the map, and I'm like, after a little fight, everyone's naked. Oh, didn't know you could just do that in the middle of the game.
You can take off everybody's clothes and just put it in their storage, and everyone just runs around bare ass naked the whole time.
It doesn't help you in a fight because you
No.
need armor. But
No, your
it's
armor
funny.
stat just tanks horribly. And funny enough, Baldur's Gate armor, the skippier the armor, the stats are not better.
yeah, no.
Depends on what it is. The modded ones typically are, but the skimpier ones
Well, that-
are not better.
Yeah,
No, you
that's
need
because that would
actual
not
armor.
make sense.
To protect
But
you.
every other game that you've ever played, the higher stat
Yes,
armor for
Yeah.
But
females.
that's why
is
there's jokes around that.
Yeah.
not in Baldur's
That's
I
why
Gate.
will
there's
say-
jokes. Like Viva the Dirt League talks about that, or like the women's armor has the same stats or better stats, and
Hold the
it's
fuck
like
on.
bra
Stop
and
real
panties.
quick. Are you wearing a rabbit hole t-shirt?
Yeah.
When did you get that?
When the fuck did you get that?
I got one made. I was wondering when you guys were gonna notice.
Dude, I just noticed it. I was like, wait.
I noticed it earlier, and I was like, "Hey, look, the logo," and it just didn't click in my
I
head.
didn't
that
even realize it was the
t-shirt that
logo.
you were wearing.
You're
Yeah.
wearing a rabbit hole protocol t-shirt.
Yeah.
I
That's
wouldn't
fun.
I wouldn't have put the wording on the bottom. I would have just kept the rabbit.
I just uploaded one of our logos into Amazon to one of the custom things and got it. I was like, I'm gonna wear this on our next episode. I'm gonna see how long it takes them to notice.
I
What did it
just,
take us? Hour and a half?
it took an hour. It took a little over an hour, yeah. And I noticed it.
It's not bad.
Quick, one last thing about Baldur's Gate and the whole nudity thing. I will say the most fun part about playing it with your significant other is running away, doing a thing, and then coming back butt ass naked, and then it's just like, what are you doing?
My favorite thing is when your person runs away and they get into a fight that you're not aware about and they're getting their shit pushed in.
Yeah,
And you're just you're asking them, what did you just do? Oh, I went and you come to find out they kill Astarion or something, or
yeah.
or they
You're
got
like, oh,
they're in the Emerald Grove and they just start hitting the druids and or they don't
Isn't there-
understand.
Isn't there a thing in Baldur's Gate where I thought someone was playing on a super hard mode or like one life mode or something, and they fucked somebody, and then it ended up costing them their life?
Yeah, that is a thing you can do.
They were doing like a perfect
An honor
run or
mode?
something like that,
Honor mode?
and they did one decision and they fucked someone, and then they killed them, and like all 80 some hours were just gone.
that would suck.
I feel like that they fucked
I think it started with a T.
a T.
I could be wrong, but
I don't
Thought
even
it
know
was.
who that could have been. I don't even know who you could sleep with that kills you.
Did you ever run into the ogre and I think orc guy? It was like some ogre
Fucking?
chick, orc dude, or whatever.
Yeah, they're in the
just
barn
fucking
banging out.
in the
Yeah.
barn. Dude, we were playing and I'm just like, what the hell is going on here? I'm getting ready for a fight. Obviously, it ended up being a fight. but I'm getting ready for just a crazy ass fight here. And I was like, oh my God.
Harlep. Incubus Harlep.
I've never even heard of this
in the house of hope.
Oh,
One of the
House
greatest
of
things
Hope.
about the game.
Yeah. Anyway, back to
It was a 60-hour. It was a 60-hour run.
so back to back to what we were saying.
Anyways,
Yes, the state of the TCG right now is pretty wild, especially because of the grading thing with PSA.
Fuck PSA,
dude. PSA, and this is why you never see not baseball cards, but sports cards never hold value in the same way as Pokemon. And someone I asked this, I said, why is it that sports cards tend to not hold their value the same way that other cards do? And the reason is
it's about the player.
It's more than just the player, right? So a bunch of things factor, because not only is the player a real human being, but there are things that factor into that person's life that can affect the value of their card. So unless they're dead, their card will never be valuable, because several things can happen. They can get hurt and their season is gone, or their career is done. Well, it's not true. I'm not done.
It could be like a rookie card or something.
I'm not done. If an allegation comes out or they get convicted of something, their card value tanks. Because as someone said, Charizard cannot sexually assault somebody.
Well, depends on what show you watch.
It depends on what show you watch, yeah. But Charizard can't get... Pikachu can't get a DUI.
Yeah.
But Tony Romo can.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, he can. He just did. He just did. I was in Wisconsin when that happened too. He's from Burlington, Wisconsin. He's from right where I was at.
He didn't fumble that alcohol, that's for sure.
And it's funny. Did you see him laugh when they asked, "Have you had any head injuries recently?"
Yeah, and he just goes,
"Not right now. Not recently, but yeah."
I saw that. I thought it was an old. Like thing about Tony Romo, and then I just like a little bit of research into it. I'm like, oh, this just happened.
I saw a meme card that someone made, like a sports card, where it had Tony Romo and Tiger Woods, and they had their autographs underneath each one, and a can and a tab from a can under each person.
Tiger Woods is too good; he'll never die,
dude.
As far as his legacy.
One of my favorite things in golf is the fact that you've got Tiger Woods, John Daly, and what's his name? He's number one in golf. I can't remember his name right now. Scotty Scheffler. When Scotty Scheffler got arrested, people were making T-shirts and stuff like "Welcome to the club, brother." And you got Tiger, John Daly, and then Scotty Scheffler, all their mug shots on a
T-shirt. Has John Daly ever gotten a DUI though?
Is he the guy that looks like he shouldn't be a golfer?
That's probably why he got arrested.
Almost a non-chance that he doesn't, but I will be blown away if he's never gotten a DUI.
Is he the guy that looks like he should never be a golfer?
John Daly does not have a DUI arrest, though he was famously arrested for public intoxication in 2008. So it was an intoxication charge. It was an alcohol-related charge,
but he's never
not a DUI.
He's never had an OWI or DUI. That's crazy.
Nope.
If anyone in any sport would have gotten picked up for something like that, you would expect John Daly to.
Do you want to hear why he got arrested for public intoxication?
Yes.
It is. That is the guy I was thinking of.
He was at a Hooters in 2008 and drank so much he passed out, and the cops just came and picked him up and put him in the drunk tank for 24 hours. That's why. He didn't even cause a scene.
He just passed out.
No, he just passed out at a Hooters, and they were like, he needs to go somewhere. So the cops just took him to the drunk tank.
You know what? If anyone's card doesn't go down in value, it's John Daly's. John Daly, I feel like he's smart. Like he's not that kind of guy.
He's the Happy Gilmore of the real world.
Oh yeah.
I feel like John Daly's an honest man in the way of just being like, I want to drink until I die.
I know what I am.
Because like, yeah, he is that guy. He's like, I know
he's the Bert Kreischer of golf.
His own son, like people look at John Daly Jr. and they're like, do you think you're gonna follow up on your dad's like golf career? And he's like, not in the ways that y'all think. I don't want to, like, he's like, I grew up watching my dad drink himself shitty all the time. I don't want to drink like that. I don't want to be like that. But I do want to play great golf. And I do still love my dad very much. All that kind of good shit. But I do think now that I think he's in college now. I don't know if he's graduated yet. I'm not sure. But I think John Daly Jr. is getting into some partying.
That's interesting. I didn't know he faced off against Tiger Woods in 2005.
Yeah, he did. He brags about that shit all the time. Anyway, we went way off the fucking track off
we went to another rabbit hole. That's why we are called what we are.
Well, it started off with the way that sports cards are valued versus TCG.
Yes, continue with that, by the way.
Sports cards.
You're talking about players and if they get into trouble.
If something happens with the player, if they get hurt or getting in trouble or something like that, and I've even heard of card shops will no longer hold sports cards because of shit like that. Because the return on investment is so volatile because of the things that can happen with that athlete that can change the value of that card substantially. So unless that athlete is long dead, they won't,
or for a period of time,
or even for a period of time, like that person can still be alive and do some shitty stuff after their career is done.
Well, like Pete Rose cards are pretty valuable.
Well, who's Pete Rose?
Are you kidding me? He's the only guy that's ever been banned by MLB for betting. I think it was against his team, or he bet on his team. Yeah. And like a lot of people are like, they literally threw the book at him, and there's been people that have gotten away with worse.
I'm surprised that card's even valuable because of he essentially cheated.
He was fucking good. He didn't cheat.
Well, not cheat, but
he actually never cheated.
He's sports betting. I will say this though, let's give you an example.
He's one of the best hitters.
Michael
of
Jordan. If a Michael Jordan ended up sexually assaulting a minor, I don't give a shit how good of a basketball player he is. That rookie card of his will not be nearly as valuable. That will tank.
Yeah, well, it depends on what they're being accused of. So, like,
it depends heavily of what's going on.
Yeah, like A-Rod, his card was ass for a while during the whole steroid shit, and now it's just as popular as before, if not more.
Because people can overlook steroids, but they can't overlook a horrible thing like assault, like sexually assault.
Yeah, it depends on what it is.
But my point is,
hell, even if it's murder, people will fucking forget about it.
But my point is, Pokemon can't do that kind of shit. Officially,
Michael Vick dogs, people forgot about that. Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Michael Vick. I guarantee you that his card tanked because of that.
Guaranteed. But now it's probably still just as valuable. Well, not just as valuable, but like
it's just as valuable. But yeah, it's trading card games will always hold their value in a different light than sports cards will. Sports cards, and it's funny because sports cards, you'll find those on the shelves everywhere. No one wants that shit except you. You will buy sports cards here and there.
Damn. Signed Michael Vick rookie card is $15,000.
It's usually the rookie cards or like special cards.
Okay,
it's also holographic.
A signed rookie card is $15,000. A raw gold star Charizard is $15,000. Ungraded.
What player are we talking about though?
Michael Vick. You just said it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, no, I was talking about just in general. I was like, they can go way higher than that.
And a PSA 10 of that same Charizard is $300,000.
But the difference is these don't need to be PSA. People give way less shits about that.
You know what I want to make enough money
or graded, I'll say.
What?
Right. It will never happen because the amount of money that I would need to make for this to be considered fuck you money is astronomical, and I can't comprehend it. I would love to be able to own the 1/1
Illustrator
ring.
Pikachu. Oh, the One Ring?
No. The One Ring. The actual One Ring. There's a lot of reprints now, but there wasn't at one point the actual One Ring.
Yeah, I know.
The one of one. And one of the OG Black Lotus cards.
Oh, dude, that one is up there too. I think that card raw right now is $80,000.
3 mil. Black Lotus.
What is the One Ring?
One Ring. So when Lord of the Rings for Magic the Gathering did their
okay,
collab,
never mind. Disregard. I'm not gonna know.
Okay,
sorry.
It was so the One Ring is the Ring of Power, the One Ring in Lord of the Rings.
Okay,
the thing that the whole fucking movie is about. Yeah. They when that set came out, there was a numbered card. It was a 1 of 1, which means they only made one of that kind of card, and it was the one.
Wow.
And someone pulled it and sold it for what was it, like a couple million?
Yeah, they sold it Post Malone, I think.
Post Malone bought it.
Mhm.
That's fine.
Which honestly, that's like the one card, in my opinion, one of the few cards that you can buy for millions of dollars, hold it for 20, 30 years,
And
and be able to sell it for double. Every other card,
and you know
you'll
what?
probably get about what you
And
pay for it.
here's also the thing we talked about grading earlier. PSA is notoriously dog shit. And their whole purpose for grading cards was to authenticate, right? And to be that middleman that had no bias on a card. Their first ever card that they graded was a Honus Wagner, a 1920s baseball card, and it got a PSA 8. And the worst part, which is like, okay, so it's not a 10. You'd think there's integrity in that. The other purpose of that was authentication to make sure there was no alterations to cards. That Honus Wagner card is trimmed. It's altered. It shouldn't have even gotten graded. That should have just been an automatic disqualification for grading because it's an altered card, but they still graded it anyway. And now it's said to be the most valuable card in existence, even though it's not anymore. Pokemon has actually surpassed that. Actually, no, I don't think Pokemon surpassed that. I think the most valuable card is a Mickey Mantle rookie card.
That would make sense. Or a Babe Ruth rookie. I can see that.
And then here's another thing. Logan Paul, that Illustrator Pikachu card that he has as a PSA 10 is not a true PSA 10. If you look at it, it has so many issues that make it more or less a PSA 7.
He probably paid for it to be a PSA 10.
He did. He actually got on. There's even videos of him on the phone with the CEO of PSA about a card he's submitting, and it was that one. And he submitted it, got it regraded, and well, I don't know if he got it regraded, but he had it reslabbed or whatever, and it came back a 10. So you can buy your grade from PSA. And that's why it drives me insane when people are such PSA purists, because PSA has shown time and time again, they don't have any fucking integrity.
They'll just steal your card.
And steal your card. That's happened several times where they say, we lost your card. Here's fair market value for your card. We're like, well, that card's worth 40 grand and you're offering me 12.
Because they're going to resell it for 40 grand.
That happened. There was a lenticular Deoxys card, which is a lenticular card is like a card that has, when you change it,
there's numerous accounts that this has happened.
Yes. And so lenticular card is where the art on the card changes as you turn it. So it's got like 3 arts on it. It was a PSA 10 when he had it, right? It was an old card. He wanted to get it reslabbed, not graded, reslabbed, which means he wanted it in a newer slab. Just break it out of the slab, put it in a fucking new one, send it back, and keep it at a 10.
Why?
Because the newer slabs look better, and people are weird like that. So he wanted it reslabbed. They messaged him, said they damaged it. Because they damaged it, they had to regrade it, and it got like a 6.
I'd be fucking pissed.
I would have been like, no, you damaged it. You can give me every penny that card
well, what
is
they
worth
did was like, we
value.
will get, they said, hey, we damaged it. It's a 6, but we will give you fair market. They still had the card. They didn't send it back yet. And they said, we'll give you fair market value for it, which was 12 grand. That same,
as a 6?
As a 6.
That's bullshit.
That same day, they had just sold a PSA 10 of that same card for $45,000. So there was a lot of speculation that was his card, and they were trying to send him a damaged one.
I will never, knowing that, like if I ever wanted to, which I mean, Magic, you don't really have to do that. I would never send it to PSA.
No. And a lot of people still do. Their backlog is 12 million cards right now.
Well, they're being sued too.
They are being sued. There's several
by numerous people.
and the reasons they're being sued is not because of that. Their reasons they're being sued is because of a monopoly on the grading market.
Well, that's one of them. They are being sued with the fraud allegations like that.
And the other thing that they're being sued for is because they have
about SGC and Beckett.
CGC.
It says SGC. What the fuck?
Is it SGC or CGC?
I'm reading SGC.
That's a typo.
I don't know what it stands for.
They're being sued for conflict of interest because not only can they make money off grading your card, they can sell it on eBay because they have an eBay account and a partnership with eBay to sell their own cards and make more money. So they have investment. They have a vested interest in the actual in eBay for selling their cards.
It is SGC. It's another grading company that
I've
they
never
just
even
purchased.
heard of SGC. The only ones I know of are CGC, PSA, Tag, and Beckett.
So I mean, that's probably why. So SGC was I'm assuming smaller grading company, and a lot of people were probably starting to go to them, and they're like, "We're going to purchase them. They're going to fall under our name."
A lot of people are sending their cards to Tag because Tag actually gives. Here's the other thing. PSA, when they grade your card, do not give you a breakdown of why your card got that grade unless you pay more to get that information. Tag, by default, will give you that information. So, and on top of that, they use computers and AI.
Is that the AI one?
No, that's Tag. Tag uses the AI.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, Tag actually gives you a breakdown, detail, like scan detailed. They show you your card through a X-ray scan and everything, and they point out all the things that made it that grade, and that comes with your grade with them. Now, Tag isn't perfect, but they're definitely onto something with the way they're doing this, and that's why I think Tag graded cards, even though trade shows are like, oh, I don't want to buy a Tag grade card, but I think their slabs look better, in my opinion. I have graded cards. This is what they look like. I have PSA graded cards, not because I sent these, but because I bought them off somebody because I wanted them, and it was like, I don't know, $250 to $300 for both of these. And
What's the back look like?
What's the back look like? Looks like that. But yeah, these are the only slab cards that I have, and that's because I bought them graded already. Now, one of them, this is a 10, this is a Gen Mint 10, this is a PSA 9. This only got a 9 because it's off center, but it's like a same card. This is a normal one. This is the hyper rare, the gold cards I was telling you about. This is the ultra rare. Is this the ultra rare? Yeah, because it doesn't have a promo on it.
I didn't know that Beckett was a grading company. I thought they just made cards.
No, Beckett is a grading company. So Beckett also has like a more strict grading scale than PSA, even though they're owned by PSA. But they have this thing
now.
They have this tier of grade called Black Label, which is like the card is in every way perfect. And Black Label cards go for insane amounts of money. For example, there's a Mew card. Everyone calls it the Bubble Mew because it's Mew inside of a bubble. And that card, there's only 2 of them in existence at a Black Label. And because of that, that card is worth over $200,000.
I feel like it would have been more.
No, it only recently got to $200,000. And it's like that because that's what it was bought for. There was a bidding war between 2 rich dudes that wanted the card.
That's funny.
And it's exactly what it was. 2 rich dudes were bidding on the card. They said they never would have bought it, but because somebody else that was rich too wanted to buy it, they just went into a bidding war, and it went up to $230,000. So because of that,
that's great. So that's like the minimum balance now.
Yeah, that they set that price because they went in a bidding war and drove that price up, and because there's only 2 of them in existence. There might be more. There might be another one now. I don't know. I haven't looked. But at the time, there was only 2 Black Label Bubble Mews, and that drove the value up. And because one of the things that drive value of a card at a grade is the amount of that card in that grade.
They're being sued about the whole Beckett acquisition too.
I'm sure they are. PSA
for antitrust. Yeah, for antitrust lawsuit, monopoly stuff.
Yeah, that's why, because PSA will own all the grading companies. This Tag said they'll never let PSA buy them. They're doing their own thing, which is why I like them. But vendors don't buy Tag cards for some reason. They're like, it's not as good. In my opinion, it's better.
Which does kind of suck though, because it might come down to, as long as Tag is another company, this lawsuit about PSA becoming a monopoly won't go through, because there will still be two companies technically.
Yeah, I don't know.
Similar to like AT&T and Verizon.
Either way, investment bros, the fucking Nike scalpers, and the scalping thing has been a thing since COVID. COVID really ramped up the scalping, especially in Pokemon.
I feel like it started with the PlayStation.
It didn't start with the PlayStation. Scalping was more of a thing for shit like tennis, like shoes,
and tickets.
Like tickets for venues or games or concerts.
Yeah,
it started with shit like that.
That's how I knew the term scalping, because people would be like, "Tickets here, got tickets. You got tickets to the game."
And now they switched over to the Pokemon market. It started with COVID because no one could go anywhere, and the only place you can buy them was online. So people were buying the shit out of them, and as a result, it kind of carried over into now, which is funny because, and like I said, every anniversary year it gets crazy like this. But, like a year and a half, 2 years ago, the shit that's going for insane prices right now, you could find them at Costco or everywhere for like at a discount because no one was buying them. And all of a sudden, for some weird reason, and it was because of Logan Paul and that stupid fucking Pikachu, ever since he popularized Pokemon again, everybody was like, oh, there's money to be made here. So they went and they just bought everything they could buy.
Is he the WWE one or the UFC one?
WWE one. And there's another thing that these guys do, these investment bros with Pokemon, is what they'll do is they'll buy a bunch of this one card and then they'll sell it to themselves at a higher price and just drive the prices up and up and up to make them worth more. So there's market manipulation that happens within the hobby all the fucking time. So scalpers ruin
how much Nintendo actually controls.
One hobby at a time. Oh, none of it. They're trying to. That's why Nintendo. Well, to a degree, I can't say none of it, but to a degree, they do control some of it. They're aware of it, and they're definitely leaning into it more because,
of course, because it's more money.
Yeah, it's more money for them. They're always like, we're trying to do what we can to make the supply meet the demand. They don't care. They care about money. They always have.
That's why like organizations or companies about scalping online, they don't fucking care because they're still getting paid regardless.
I mean, let's be honest. Does the actions of the customer when it comes to over purchasing create a responsibility on the producer of the product? In my opinion, no, it doesn't, because people are buying. You made a product for it to be bought, and it's being bought.
Yes.
Like I personally don't think that they have to create something to where it's like, stop all scalpers. I think it's just people being shitty. I think the only true way to stop scalpers is for the consumers
to stop buying from them.
To quit purchasing. Yeah. To stop buying from them. That's the only way that can stop.
Let them go.
Well, I think it should be on the retailer. I don't think it should be on the actual company. I think it should be on the people selling it.
Well, the problem is the people that are selling it. Like, look at GameStop. I don't understand how GameStop can legally sell a product that's not even out yet and sell it at a 200 to 300% markup.
I didn't even know that was legal.
I didn't either. I don't know how they can even circumvent that, because even the new shit that's out now, the stuff that's not even really that valuable, they're still selling it for crazy prices. Like an Ascendant Heroes Booster Bundle, which comes with 6 packs, is going for $100 at GameStop. You know how much
GameStop doesn't make sense.
The retail price of that booster bundle is $25 to $30. And they're able to, I don't know how they're able to do it because they're a retailer, but they're selling shit at market price.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I don't know what loophole they found to allow them to do that. I really don't.
Because they know people will buy it.
It not even just that. If Target and Walmart know people will buy it, but they don't ever mark it up to market value. They sell it at retail.
Speaking of fucking GameStop, dude, went in there looking for Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4, right? Dax really wanted it.
The original?
All right, we'll get it. Yeah. Not the original, like the newer one.
Yeah, I think 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, the original. Then I'm thinking Tobey Maguire Spider-Man games when you said original, because that's what I grew up with. No, we go in there looking for it. They didn't have it. No big deal, right? We noticed signs and stuff and asking the people, they're like, oh, by the way, if you're interested in trading in old systems, we can get you a good deal towards a new one. Okay, thanks. Me and Kate are driving home, and I was talking about it. I'm like, I think maybe a PS5 would be good. You know, get rid of the PS4. Let's get a PS5 for the kids and everything like that. And I've got an old Xbox One as well. We can, trade in those systems and let's see. So I'm like, I'm gonna call GameStop. I call them. Hey, I give them all we give them all the information about the systems, and they're like, oh yeah, we can get you a good deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what can you get me? We can give you $50.
Yeah, suck my
for
ass.
which one? For both of them.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I hung up.
That's insane.
What do you
store credit?
$50 because I was in there.
Oh, but it's
5 minutes before I did the phone
GameStop
call.
Plus member or whatever, like they'll give you like $60 for both of them.
Ooh.
Yeah. I was in there 5 minutes before the phone call. They were selling Xbox Ones for $200.
Yep.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're giving me $25 for it and then turn around and sell it for $200. Who's buying an Xbox One for $200? I'm sure one day, because now you go, if you want a 360, you got to spend pretty much what it was worth back in the day, if not more.
Oh, not even that, but like,
fucking new.
But this new gen of consoles, I've never seen a console generation increase in price as much as this new one.
It's crazy.
That's because of PC parts and stuff.
No, you can't even fucking say that because they've been doing that since before that.
Well, the Pro would always come out and it would be a little bit more.
The Pro would always be a little
more.
bit more. But the fact is that just the controllers, all that shit keeps going up in price and has been for years is crazy because we're now at near the end of the life cycle for that gen console, right? The new ones should be getting revealed in the next 2 years or so.
I think it's like 2029 or something is when they're supposed to come out.
What's in the next 2 years, Doc?
Give or take.
The reveal.
Right. So what I'm saying is every generation of console before this one has always decreased in price over time because it's older technology.
Yeah.
This generation is the only one I've ever seen that has only gone up every year.
Mm-hmm.
The PS5 now, the PS5 Pro or whatever is like 800 fucking bucks now. $900, almost 1,000.
This is why people are like, I swear more and more people are going to PC because they're like, I'm paying the same damn thing.
You're basically buying
and
a
if
PC.
I'm on a PC, I can play whatever fucking game I want.
Yeah. And if I want to play a PlayStation exclusive, I just have to wait a year because I'll get it on Steam anyway.
Yeah, and it's also too with the price of games, like yes, there are indie developers on consoles, but there's way more on PC and on Steam where you can find super entertaining games with hours of entertainment for $5.
Yeah, it's super cheap.
Instead of having to spend $40 or $80 for a game, because I love playing indie games. Shit, I was on Steam earlier today because I played what I recently played. I played Shift at Midnight. I got, I think, 6 hours in the campaign of entertainment, $9. 6 hours of entertainment for $9. Yeah.
And then AAA
it has
like
multiplayer on it. And I'm going to play it more. I'm probably going to put another 10, 15 hours in the game before I'm like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean? Through multiplayer. Yeah. And like you said, with Call of Duty, it takes up all the space on your hard drive.
Which is intentional, by the way.
And it's so extremely repetitive after 5 hours, 4 hours, at least for me, between Call of Duty and Battlefield, after 4 hours, I'm like, I don't really want to play this anymore.
Yeah.
And you can be the CEO and lay off 400 of your employees and then get an $8 million bonus.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's
and release the same game reskin for 6 years in a row.
That's a topic for another day. But you know what is a topic for today? Is that we have a little surprise for Blake.
I've been waiting for this.
So
no.
If you go and you look at your DMs, Blake got married, and we found out
a few months ago.
We found out some things about Blake that we wanted to share with the class. One being that he was a childhood model at one point. Yeah, brother. Look at this cute little fuck. Yeah, look at him.
Did my mom?
Did your mom really give you a Red Bull when you were a kid?
No, my grandparents did to consume. The Red Bull in this picture is for the picture, but my grandparents gave me a Red Bull when I was little, not understanding what Red Bull was.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah.
Bet your mom loved that one. Here's another one.
Yeah.
Look at this very 90s with the weird flappy Peaky Blinders hat and his bomber jacket. You were a cute kid. I ever told you that?
Thank
You were a cute child. These big
What
blue
happened?
eyes. Yeah, what happened?
I think I'm a cute man.
Yeah, well, the Marine Corps really changed that, but you know. But yes.
Hey, did you know since y'all actually met me, I've lost almost 30 pounds.
Yeah, you can fit into your uniform in your skits.
I noticed that. I was wondering. I was like, man, he went and got a new uniform or he lost weight to fit in the old ones.
Yeah, I lost weight. I can't get in the dress uniforms. I can fit in my.
Let's be honest.
The
dress uniforms got tailored to us when we were fucking emaciated.
That's true.
You know what my favorite part about these pictures though is?
What?
When your mom was sending them to us,
she had no idea what they were for.
Yeah, she just kept sending us pictures, and then she was like, "Wait, what are these for again?"
My favorite one is.
She just kept sending them. Sounds like her.
My favorite one is this one where he's wearing the 101st Airborne patch on this little beret, but he's got like a different infantry unit on his lapel.
It really ratted you out though. It was your uncle. Oh. Your uncle's the one that truly ratted you out.
Look at this. Yeah. Goddamn cowboy. You're born to be in Texas. Look at you. Goddamn Yellowstone. Over here at the 4-6's ranch, riding on there.
Dude, I got it. Hey, man, I gotta get down there. I gotta
turn the lights down low. Put some music on it soft and slow. Baby, we ain't got no place to go.
We also heard that you did commercials.
Did you do commercials?
I did one. I think it's still used to this day for a community, like a neighborhood community thing. So like when you go onto their website to rent or buy a house or whatever, like, hey, welcome to and
you're like the Gerber baby of that community.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure if they still use it to this day, but last I heard about it, like I think 5 years ago, they still did.
There's this other photo here of you. I don't know why, but I have a similar photo of me like this, but it's in like black and white with where you're like looking up the camera. I mean, you could see it, right? And here's you with some sock and bopper gloves on. Well, scroll up in your DMs, brother. You're like, ooh, you got the fucking blue.
It's a little bit past the articles.
Yeah. I got it.
You with your rock'em sock'em boppers on, you got the blue steel face on.
Blue steel.
Oh, and then
I just got gas station after that one. My homies
might
make it out
with a notebook here on your head, wearing a hat. Oddly enough, little young pictures of you don't look like you.
You know what's funny about the notebook thing? I thought I had it next to me. I don't. I carry a notebook around with me now to write my scripts. So I constantly have a notebook on me.
I was gonna say,
yeah, ironically,
do you forget things? I like how this photo with you standing here with the boxing gloves. Your mom took a picture of a picture and her hands in it.
Yeah.
And then
Isn't
you
that
can
great?
see a pile of the other photos behind it.
I
Yeah.
want you to know
Oh,
her
right.
level of excitement when we brought this idea to her
Oh.
at your wedding. She jumped at this idea
She was so
because your
excited.
uncle told us these things, and we're like, "Oh!" Went up to your mom and we're
Look
like,
at this.
"We want to embarrass him."
Also, look at this boot camp photo of this kid.
That doesn't even look like you.
No, that doesn't look
I
like
look
you at all. You look like.
This looks like the Puerto Rican version of you.
I just realized I have 2 pimples in that picture. I've never noticed that.
What in your wrinkle?
I've got
In
one
the
Yeah,
under
you
my
do.
left eye and one right in the middle.
One in the middle between his eyes and one right under his left eye, right here.
I've never noticed that. It's been
Oh.
years. Never
Now,
once.
you really got to zoom in though.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And your mouth isn't.
Look at
Well, what's up with your mouth? Why does it look like you got a bubble coming out of your lips?
because they just got you up there and go click. All right, get off. You're like, oh, okay.
And I know
He was probably not even mentally coherent.
the funny
at this
thing
time.
is, I know knowing how these photos work. You are wearing camis underneath.
Yeah, and it's a crop
Yeah.
top, blues top
Yeah,
with
it's-
like strings in the back to tie it on you real quick, and then go away.
Yeah, it's like everybody wears the same uniform, but it's not your
Yeah.
uniform. This is like one
Yeah.
it's like chopped off at the bottom. You're given this hat that is like a one size fits all type hat, type cap.
It's got a little like extendo type thing.
Yeah,
in
it's made for the photo, and it's funny because a lot of people don't realize this because unless you're in, you don't know this. But yeah, this whole top that he's wearing is like some chopped up fucking top they throw on you real quick because they're gonna edit this photo to cut the bullshit out, and you're still wearing you take your cami top off, you're wearing your tan shirt underneath. They throw this thing on you, tie it real quick, throw the hat on you, step away, and say, "Look here, click. Now get the fuck out of here." That's it. That's all it is. It's like that for everybody.
And they only have like 3 of the uniforms, like big, medium, tiny, and it's just like go, go, go. And even
Which
if you're
one fits
tiny,
the best?
like you got the big one, fuck it, cinch it in the back, make it tight.
You're only
You know,
getting the photo from your tits up. That's it. That's all you need. Like you don't need to see your arms. Like sometimes if your arms are too big for the sleeves, your arms aren't in the sleeves.
dude, I remember seeing dudes coming up to it. It's like this, and they're like, "What the hell?" And they're like, "It's not gonna be the picture. Fucking look there."
Oh, I know.
Literally.
I know. It's funny how that shit works, and people don't even realize it, but we do. It's one of those things where it's a unique experience that you had to have been there to really understand it. Because, but you know what's funny? The Army doesn't do it in the dress uniform. We're wearing our ACUs. Yeah, we wear our camis and do the photo like that, and like our name tapes on and everything. So that is our uniform that we're wearing, and they do it.
We use our blues.
Oddly enough, that photo is like one of the first things that you get done, and they do it in reception.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, I don't even remember.
They do it.
Dude, ours was like somewhere in the middle. They were like, "Go take pictures," and we're
not
like,
for us.
What?
In the Army? In the Army, it's during reception because like, hey, you're off the basic training after this, and you have no time. They do not have a time slot for this photo, so
Interesting.
that's why like I look different coming out of basic.
We don't even get our uniforms right away.
No, we do.
No,
we
like
do.
our camis.
Like we're in P. They give us PTs first, and then that is our uniform of the day, and we're wearing PTs for like the first day. The first thing we do is get your haircut and go get your camis.
That's like a week to 2 week thing for us.
No,
I
it's
was in
day one.
civvies for the first 2 days.
No, we were in
I was
civvies
in
for
the
the
same civvy clothes for like the first 2 days.
we were in the civvies for the first night. That was it. The night we got there was we were in civvies, and they pulled out bags, made us throw shit in the bags, and then they immediately took us over, and it was like 10 o'clock at night. They took us over to CIF to go get us fucking PT uniforms.
Nice.
And then,
So we also heard you had a second YouTube channel.
oh yeah, yeah, you used to be like a whole what was it, like a Christian Call of Duty player?
Yeah.
Were you like that? You weren't like that one Burnt Peanut knockoff, is it? Where you like he cited scripture as he played, and he like tries to convert everyone he plays with.
No.
What did you do then?
It was just talking about Jesus, man.
So citing scripture while you played.
No,
You didn't cite scripture while you played?
it was voiceover. I wasn't in voice chat trying to convert people.
No.
that would have been hilarious.
There's a guy that he's a burnt peanut knockoff, and he will play
I've seen that.
He will play
I
Fortnite.
tell people you're damned to hell.
Yeah, like he'll tell like Muslim kids that they're gonna go to hell because they don't believe in Jesus.
Yeah,
Didn't he dress as a cowboy?
I saw a whole breakdown of that
He
guy.
dresses
and
as
I'm
a
like,
burnt peanut in a cowboy outfit.
I know who you're talking about. He used to have a different persona.
Yeah, he's always done that stupid bullshit.
He did Dr. Disrespect before Burnt Peanut.
That's right.
Oh, so this dude's
And
been
it-
stealing content forever.
Yeah, that's all he does. Is he just
He's like a
just
LARPer.
steals stuff from big streamers to try and get some of their viewers. That's
Yeah.
all he does.
He's a LARPer, essentially. Do you still have that channel?
No,
No.
Dude,
actually, technically, I do.
Is it your current one?
It's my current one. I
Hey,
deleted everything.
I was gonna
off,
say,
but
did you purge it?
That's
yeah, I
unfortunate.
purged it.
Dude, I have YouTube video, like it's an old YouTube video of me reacting to Two Girls, One Cup back in like 2008. My first ever
Is it
view-
still up?
Yeah, it is.
Before anybody knew what it was.
Before anyone knew what it was, I'm sure I could, if I looked real hard, I could find it. Let's see.
I mean, it starts off so great for the first 6 seconds.
What? Two Girls, One Cup?
The video. Yeah. Like it starts. It starts off
I've never
great.
watched it
You've
and
never
I
seen
never
it? How have you never seen it? It's like a rite of passage.
because I knew what the first 6 seconds was, and I'm like,
Because it starts off great. 6 seconds and it's all fucking downhill from there.
yeah, no,
It's
I'm
all
good.
downhill.
I'm good. That and the Mason jar one, never seen them. Paint Olympics, remember when that was a big thing?
Yep, I remember that one.
I found my
Never
video.
saw anything from Paint Olympics.
I found my video.
Brock tried showing me a
17
cornhole.
years ago?
My arthritis is flaring up.
17 years ago is when I made this video, and oddly enough, I almost don't want to play it because it's got 69 views.
Well, wait, are you signed into your account?
It still counts it as a view.
Yeah, it does.
Not if he's played it before.
And dude, you want to see what Brock looked like 17 years ago?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share this. This is an old video. Like everyone's getting an exclusive right now. I don't think I've ever shown this video to anybody.
Well, it's public record, so you can just go to.
Obviously
Barb.
not very public. No, it's not Brock the Barb. It's a completely different YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
I shared the link in the Discord.
Are you sending me malware? What the fuck is this?
my God.
Oh no, I've seen you like this.
Two Girls, One Cup reaction.
I'm
Pretty
Brian.
hilarious.
This is Mike, and we are
Back in the day,
watching
you
Quiet,
need
quiet,
it.
quiet.
You need it.
Quiet.
Two Girls. I'm Brock. This is Mike, and we are going to watch Two Girls. Yeah, Cup Chicks. Here we go.
Pause real quick.
Your voice sounds so different.
Well, because I'm
Yeah.
a baby in this. I'm like 19 years old or something like that. But 18, 19. Also, you like my fucking chin patch?
That's beautiful.
But funny enough, so this video I recorded on the Apple MacBook Pro when it first came out. So I'm using my webcam. This is my first.
It looks like it.
I know.
You ruined it when you said we've seen this. By the way,
Who said we've seen this? By the way,
you did. 29 seconds.
I know.
Well, like 27 seconds. And then I was like, oh, I don't
listen,
want to even watch
I didn't know any
anymore.
better.
Which is
I've already
fair,
seen this, by the way.
especially at the time.
I didn't know
But
any
then-
better.
It's cringe each time.
Then me thinking now, I'm like, oh, I don't want to watch it anymore.
Yep.
He already knows what's going to happen.
There's other videos in here.
Remember how it smells? How do they not puke?
That
What is
part.
even the
Oh,
name of
God,
this
that
channel?
part
Is it
gets
just
me.
called Brock?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh God.
Why did you not purge it like Blake did?
Yeah.
Because it-
It's a piece of history.
Personal history.
Dude, I laugh like this at everything.
Mhm.
This is true.
I love it.
That's true. Yeah, that hasn't changed at all.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God. I've watched that.
I noticed that
Historical
I've
evidence.
had the same fucking hairline for 17 years. Maybe some of it's receded a little bit more than that.
Well, that's better than some people can say.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't have.
I mean,
hairline
Blake turned
anymore.
into Guy Fieri.
Honestly, though, it fits him. It suits him. and you know what? Ever since, because his hair is growing back, so it's not as yellow. Like he doesn't look like he just fucking went Super Saiyan to fight Cell. So like he it kind of has more of a not natural, but it blends better than it did before.
Yeah.
So
It matches this.
Yeah, it's faded more, and your natural hair color has kind of bled through, so it's not as like jarring to see it like that.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I've noticed you switched to twisting your beard more than twisting your mustache.
Both are true.
both are very true. Well, anyway, let's wrap this up, gentlemen. It's late.
Let's close this hole.
I'm gonna close this hole. But yeah, that's it for Pokemon for now. We'll probably come back to this at some point.
Well, with you, we know we probably will.
You're really not.
Rock needs-
You're really not helping the whole. I want to make Pokemon content. You're kind of
Rock
swinging me
needs an
away from that.
intervention.
No, I don't.
No, do it.
Don't let him get in your way.
It's really just your Pokemon Go
Don't let him
addiction.
Stop. Listen, man. I like the game. I like playing games. What can I say?
And just do that.
Yeah, you train those military drones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I turned my augmented reality off, but that's a whole other thing. Anyway, thanks guys for hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you got this far, give us an emoji of some kind and comment us.
Tell us your favorite Pokemon.
Tell us your favorite Pokemon.
Give us a
yeah.
shit emoji, considering what Brock played for the last 2 to 5 minutes of
Yeah,
the
so, I'm so
What
sorry.
you react
Everyone was probably like, "Why are we fucking listening to this?" And I'm not sorry. We're kind of going down a little bit memory lane right there. So, anyway,
And to
love you guys.
and to Blake's mom.
Yep.
We appreciate you.
Oh, it's a Blake's mom. Yeah, thank you so much, Blake's mom, for providing us with content. But anyway, love you guys.
Thanks.
We appreciate y'all. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. See you on the next hole. Bye.